This is the Seth and Colby Show.
What's up, everybody? How are you doing out there? It is the Seth and Colby Show, episode number 14 for February 13th. Love is in the air, 2025. Hello, Colby. How are you?
Shit. It's our Valentine's Day episode.
Yeah, move a mic closer. Make love to that mic.
I don't want to. Why?
That's better. Here we go.
No, because now I'm louder than you in my own
you
head.
are. You are absolutely not.
I absolutely am.
You got new headphones? It's just going to take a while, you know?
It's about here. This is better.
You get drunk. Speaking of which, can we get started?
Yeah, I need it after
Colby
that.
picked this out. He told me today we're not drinking tonight, and then I show up here and he has beer. So this is the Pink Ooh, it's a sour. Pink Vapor. The Pink Vapor Stew.
Yep.
From Ska Brewing Company in Durango, Colorado.
Oh, shit.
I thought it was that Johnny Depp lizard for a second.
Get that fucking spring mountain water, man.
Let's go, baby. Ooh, it's pink. Oh, yeah, baby. That is sour. Love a good sour.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I feel like it's hard to fuck up sours.
Yeah, because they just taste like sour.
Right.
Yeah, that's literally all it is. But hey, they're good.
How do they make it the sour? Do you think it's the they have that acid that's like in every
Yeah, like
sour
the stuff
candy?
you can buy it on Amazon. Stuff
Right.
they like coat warheads in.
Yeah.
It's just sour. They probably just dump
Is
it
that
in here,
in
right?
this? Or is this like grape sour kind of?
Independently handcrafted sour ale brewed with apples, ginger, carrots, and beets. I'm going to go ahead and just assume that apples, ginger, carrots, and beets don't make sour. So it's got to be that stuff that they put into it.
Beets, man.
Bees? Beets?
Beets? Bears. Battlestar Galactica.
That's it. But yeah, we're here. We got a big show. We are starting late, but this time on purpose.
Big show. Huge show.
We briefly
big show,
discussed
huge.
it last week that we should go see Captain America before the show and then review it on the show if there was an early enough showing, and it turns out there was an early enough showing. So we're here and we're reviewing the show on the show. But we're going to do that in the back part of the show. That way the spoilers are hidden towards the end.
Yeah, that way you get a little bit of show if you don't want spoilers.
Exactly. But we will immediately spoil it when it's
absolutely.
that time.
This is going to be heavy spoiler
'Cause
talk for literally no one that's seen it because we saw basically the first showing you could see.
Yeah. I mean, if you live in New Zealand, technically you could have seen it like 12 hours before us.
This is a terrible idea for a show.
No. Who cares? You know
People that haven't seen it that want to see it and not have it spoiled, those are the people that care.
They can listen back later.
Like, if I was watching this show, I wouldn't want to watch this show until I've seen the movie.
No, you'd listen to it.
No.
Yeah, you would.
No.
You do avoid spoilers.
I do.
Because remember I knew the end of Game of Thrones?
Yeah, and I hated that you knew that.
Yeah, you just hated that I knew. I didn't share it. You just hated that I knew it.
Yeah, because you lorded it over my head all the time.
And I knew it would
Whenever
be bad.
I would be like, an episode would end in a cliffhanger, you were like, you want to know what happens?
Yeah, because I would know.
Yeah, because all I had was questions, and you had answers, and I hated that.
I could have shared them.
I hated that.
I could have shared them.
I didn't want you to share them.
I know, but you did.
I didn't. I did, but I didn't at the same time.
No.
You're a big, gigantic oaf.
But I did. And right now, me and you, we know the entire plot of Captain America Brave New World.
Yes.
And we could share it, and we will, but later. First of all, we got to talk about the big things that happened this last week.
We do.
Was that the Super Bowl? Oh, that's pretty good, man. Okay, Super Bowl. What thoughts?
Superb owl. It was a really good owl.
Sad the owl didn't show up. It's a great episode of What We Do in the Shadows.
Yep. The fucking game though, that was bad.
Unless you're an Eagles fan.
Even then, I think they didn't like.
No,
yeah.
I think the Eagles loved trouncing the Chiefs. Eagles fans loved it.
That's true, but I would deep down, just like how I just said, I didn't want you to tell me the spoilers, but deep down, I really did.
Yeah,
it's like deep down, on the surface, they're very happy that they beat the
But deep down, they wanted a good game.
Curb stomped the Chiefs into existence.
Absolutely obliterated them. Yep.
Deep down,
yeah,
they wanted a good game and they did not get it. So they're not that they're not as happy as they could have been.
Well,
if they beat them in overtime when it was like tied, it was a close game and they pulled it out with skill, they would fuck. They would
that's it.
Fuck till the day is done. They would just go on a fuck spree.
Yeah.
poles would be involved.
Yeah, there's definitely
a lot
poles.
of grease.
A lot of grease and greased poles.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, this ain't a sports show, so we're not going to comment on the status of the Chiefs O-line or how rough it's going to be this offseason when 5 out of the 55 players on the Chiefs roster account for like 70% of their cap space. It's we're not going to talk about how Kadarius Toney is strangling women and possibly is arrested.
Who? What? Where? What?
Don't worry about it. He strangled some people.
Who's he on the Chiefs?
He's a tackle.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not good.
Okay.
It's not good.
He's the new Aaron Hernandez?
Yeah, you shouldn't strangle people. Like, no matter how good you are at football, strangling bad.
Man, that's pretty good advice right there.
Yeah, I thought so. But
I was thinking about strangling people, but then I just heard you say
yeah,
it.
don't do it,
I'm
man.
like,
well, I mean, depends on the person, in my opinion. Like, if you're strangling Hitler, baby Hitler, or Matthew, comparative figures, in the grand scheme of things, strangling them is fine.
Okay.
But yeah. But on this show, we could talk about the commercials. We could talk about Kendrick's performance. You know, you got any initial thoughts? We got together for the Super Bowl this time.
I think that made it way more enjoyable.
Well, I would hope so.
If I was watching it alone, like I would have probably found a lot of those commercials very stupid.
Okay.
But the fact that you laugh like a baboon at some of them,
I do laugh like a baboon.
Definitely made me laugh a little bit more. Or
yeah,
they were just better this year. I don't know.
I think they might have been better
because some of them were pretty good.
They still had the stupid ones that make you feel. Yeah. I don't like Super Bowl commercials that make you like feel bad
not
or
a lot
guilty.
Of them,
yeah, and I think they toned them down this year, and I think that maybe had a lot to do with it. You know, it's just overall a better movie. Like I think we peaked at tie dad. I don't think we're ever going to get better than that Super Bowl commercial that was disguised as other commercials and then it turned into David Harbour saying this is a tie dad.
That was incredible.
I think those are probably that's where Super Bowl commercials peaked. I don't know if we'll ever get better than that. They should have honestly just kept that going.
They should always do that.
Yeah, because then we'd always be on our heels.
Yep.
You never know if it could be
and
a tie
they would
dad.
live in infamy of being the best commercial ever.
Yep, it's that. And then literally I said puppy monkey baby, and then immediately in the next commercial break he was there. I summoned him.
That was for a delivery
That was
thing.
for Instacart?
Instacart?
Because they were showing every popular thing from all the popular commercials.
There were so many corporations in that fucking commercial.
It turns out the Super Bowl very corporation heavy.
No way.
You know?
No way.
Turns out that's the case. Hey, Manich, how you doing, man? But yeah, we watched the whole Super Bowl, start to finish. Well, not to finish.
No, we left early.
I do think there is a world where you are responsible for the Chiefs' downfall because I wasn't paying enough attention, so I can't prove this. But I think that maybe when you weren't in the room is the only time the Chiefs scored. The first score I can't verify, but when you were gone to get ready to leave, big touchdown. And then after you left, immediately the next possession, big Chiefs touchdown.
That was their only scores.
They had, and I think you were definitely out of the room for 2 or 3 of them. Can't confirm the third.
So what did they get? 3 touchdowns, or
I think they had 3 touchdowns.
Field goals.
They had 3 touchdowns, and they had 2 two-point conversions.
I saw the first one.
Nah, Taylor, it definitely wasn't you. It was Colby.
I saw the first one. I remember seeing the first one.
Okay, all right.
And I'm like, yeah, great. Right at the end when it doesn't matter. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Well, I still might blame you anyway.
You should, because that was the first time I ever wore a piece of Chiefs gear in my life.
Yeah.
And that probably sealed the deal that they were going to lose.
I don't know, man. I personally appreciated you being there and rooting for the Chiefs. And I think that every Sunday next season, you should be there rooting for the Chiefs. Just make a habit of it. Every Sunday.
I'm not going to do that.
Just drink beer, watch some sports.
No.
Every weekend could be that good.
It really can.
It really can.
It really can.
It really can, though.
They're going to be bad, right? Like this.
They just released their schedule today, and it's intense. They play the Lions. They play the Commanders. They play.
I thought that this season for the Chiefs wasn't a good season for them. But I saw their record. It's not bad.
Record-wise, it was a great season. Performance-wise, it was rough. They only scored more than 30 in one game. They were not. They should. The only reason people thought they were going to win the Super Bowl is because they kept winning games they should not have won. So the fact that they even made it was a miracle. So I
think the Bills just have a fucking a banana peel situation with the Chiefs.
I don't know. If I'm Josh Allen and I see that last game. That's rough. Why couldn't they do that?
Because the Bills are in the... Which one's the Chiefs? AFC?
Yeah, AFC. The Bills are also in the AFC. They play
right.
at least once a year.
And
Chiefs
so
the
they
Bills.
probably, play the Eagles maybe once in a season?
Yeah, basically the Super Bowl. The NFC and the AFC will change teams a couple times a year. But, there's 15 of them.
It's very rare.
Right. Like next season, the Chiefs play the Giants.
The NFL's weird.
Uh-huh.
Like, why wouldn't you just... Like, I get there's different conferences, but why?
Because then you have playoffs.
Well, couldn't you just have playoffs without any conferences?
Just don't ask questions.
It's just not the conference final. It's just the semifinals instead.
Yeah. Just accept it.
But isn't it kind of like cheating if one team can just have a really shit conference?
That's the way the NBA is, too.
Yeah, it's dumb. Yeah. Why is this a thing?
It's how it is, man.
Like, I kind of understand it for college because there's a lot of colleges. But, like...
The NFL's slightly different than the NBA because the NFL has conferences inside of conferences.
The NFL does?
Yeah, so it's the NFL is divided into the AFC and the NFC, and then the AFC has the West, East, North, South, and the NFC has the West, East, North, South.
And there's like 4 teams in each of those, right?
So they're bucketed. So the 2 best teams basically from each conference.
So there's 16 teams in a conference?
There's 32 teams. Yeah.
That's not enough to be divided that much.
Not every team plays in there. Like, sometimes, I think it was it this year that every team in the AFC North was in the playoffs? Like, it's not always balanced.
How many games are in a season?
18.
They should make it 32, and then each team should play every other team.
Round robin the whole NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love that.
Right.
A year-round NFL would be excellent, but it's because the people's bodies would break and they need an off-season.
32 weeks?
The millionaires who play the NFL are already mad that there's 18.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Why? Because they break their assets of people?
Yeah, they're too weak. Yeah. Now, you could argue double the roster size.
Yeah, get
swap them in and out.
Super soldier serum.
Right. But that's always the argument.
Yeah, double quarterback.
I agree,
Holy
man.
Shit.
Yeah, swap them in and out.
Dream team.
Double the draft, double the games, double the weeks, double the rosters. Let's go. That'd be sick.
Why don't they do that rather than creating like the UFL or whatever, the XFL?
Yeah, that's the Rock's league.
Fuck him.
Yeah. I
don't like the Rock.
I'm not a big fan of it. Double the CTE. Exactly.
Man, they choose this life.
Yeah, and they get paid handsomely. It'd also be double the money. See, Taylor, think about it.
Like, if we say the same shit to celebrities of like, oh, their life is in the public eye, they chose this.
Yeah.
Can't we say the same thing about CTE to football players?
Yeah, and I think most football players would agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the problem isn't that people get CTE. I think it's that we don't do everything in our power to prevent it without affecting the game.
Woke is what you're saying.
That's right.
What I'm hearing.
Woke league. Well, remember, we already ended racism.
We ended racism. Alive.
So, But I think really it comes down to the fact that if you had double the rosters, you would have half the skill. Like, no one would watch the games that Mahomes isn't the quarterback of. She just let her do it. She's destroying your carpet.
Yeah.
Just let her do it.
Stop it. Fat bitch.
Look at it. She's like, I don't care what you say to me.
What are you doing, boy?
She's like, I don't care. She's like, say what you said to me.
I just
say it
did.
To my face. To my face.
Fat bitch.
She's like, what'd you say? She's like, what did you say to me?
What do you want?
You want to die? She's like, you want to get murdered right now, old man?
Psst, psst. Come on. Where are you going to go? Too fat. This isn't the fat one.
Just kind of fat.
Come on.
You can't tell a cat what to do.
No, I can't. Typically him, I can. He's a pretty good cat.
Well, you did just call him a fat bitch.
Yeah, he's a fat bitch. Get out of here, fat bitch. Go.
Okay.
Anyhow.
No one watches the UFL or the XFL, whatever we're calling it right now. There were two, and then they merged, and the rock bottom, and they kept one of the names. I don't remember which one it is.
It's like the NFL.
Exactly. But no one watches that because it's amateur. Like, they're professionals. But it's the people who didn't get drafted who are too old for college.
Yeah.
And so the skill level just isn't
But that doesn't
the
make
same.
sense to me because people watch college.
Yeah, but college is about the traditions. Like, college isn't about building it is now about building the best roster because money.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, no matter, if you're, like, I'm going to root for K-State no matter what.
Right.
So, like, that's my team because that's my college allegiance.
Applies to the NFL as well.
Kind of. Because not everyone is a college fan.
So you're saying that no one cares because it's too new.
Like,
the reason why people care about college football is because it's been around forever.
The best part about college football is the rivalries, the atmosphere, the traditions. The best part about NFL is watching great football. Like, that's why when the Giants play the Cowboys on Thursday night, everyone's mad because they suck and no one wants to watch that game.
That makes sense.
Like, when college kids suck,
they don't watch that either.
They most people don't, but the people who are fans of that college
will watch
it because it's their college. Right. There's something more than just their quarterback's mid. It's also, hey, we're playing this school this week, and that's a thing for us, So that helps a lot. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the UFL has no traditions, no fans, and everyone is kind of mid at football. So I think that would be a problem if we doubled the NFL roster and doubled the NFL weeks. There would be some weeks where you're just like, this team ain't worth watching.
That makes sense. Yeah, I would assume that there would be a lot more like bulldozing games. Yeah. But
also, the NFL
we got that for a Super Bowl. So
the NFL is completely built upon television and watching the games.
That's how they make the money. Is the advertising.
But the NBA is built on going to games more than TV. That's why there's 82 of them a year, because they want you to go.
Makes
the
sense.
Money's built into the arenas and the attendance on the games more than it is the.
And it's a less physical sport, so they can.
Yeah, they can do 82 games. Yeah, exactly.
Because if your legs hurt a little bit, that's not the same as getting.
And because there's 82 games, not every game's a must-win. You can just not play a game, and it's fine because there's 82 of them.
Well, you want to hear the reasons that I've heard for why the Chiefs sucked so bad?
Yeah, let's hear them, man. Let's hear.
I have two.
Okay.
So apparently, Mahomes got a concussion.
I saw that. He did hit the ground really hard, man.
In the first quarter?
Like his first throw, he got hit. Yeah, did you see the video?
No.
His head hit the ground pretty hard. I mean, I'm not over here complaining. I'm just saying that's what happened. They hurt my man.
They literally got a helmet that prevents concussions.
It was on the side of his head, dude, and the helmet is powdered in the back.
It's powder. It's what? It's
padded.
Padded everywhere.
In the
it's padded everywhere.
Back. Okay, next.
The entire team had the flu.
Is it more likely that maybe their O-line is just trash? How about that?
I mean, you would think that's the reason, but even then, they're big dudes.
They had 4 dudes. The Eagles rushed 4 dudes. Somehow. The Eagles have a couple guys who are twice as good as a regular dude.
It's got to be that. Because they just out...
Yeah.
You
know how
they
O-line
both
and D-lines
start from nothing, and one of them went way faster.
You know how they work? So 4 people rush the quarterback every play. You add a 5th or more, that's a blitz.
Right.
Okay? So a traditional offense, defense, 4-on-4.
Mm-hmm.
So the Eagles just had a couple dudes who could beat 4-on-4. So it became a 5 or 6-on-4, even though there were only 4 before.
Right.
One guy was so good he could break 2 dudes, get through them. And so they didn't have to blitz, but they blitzed every time.
Of the game, right? Being the tight end part of his tight end.
He was actually blocking. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So,
God, his haircut was dumb.
Yeah. Which player is your husband, Taylor? Is that Travis? Also, you have the same hair as Travis Kelce.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Mine's longer on the sides. But his looked stupid.
Okay, man. All right. You tell him.
His looked like he was trying to be
the coach.
Like a cast member of Euphoria. That's what he looked like.
Who wouldn't want to be a cast member of Euphoria?
I'm not a big man that's out of high school. It's about high schoolers.
You don't want to bang Sydney Sweeney?
It's not. He's not in high school anymore.
I need to hear you say you don't
Yet
want to be with Sydney Sweeney.
he's. I don't want to bang Sydney Sweeney.
I don't believe you.
She's too dumb.
How dare you?
She thought she was in the MCU. Dumb person.
Oh my god! Look, the game was terrible. The halftime show. What'd you think?
I'm not the biggest Kendrick fan.
Okay.
I don't know much of his shit.
Okay.
At all.
Okay.
I could see some of the arguments of that it was kind of low energy.
Okay.
Because that's the only complaint I would have.
You thought it was low energy?
I think it was slightly low energy.
Okay.
That was the only thing.
Okay.
But I've also seen a shit ton of fucking videos online of the Republican parents being like, "What is this fucking shit?"
I'm mad that he's
I don't
black
want to be
or-
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Basically.
Okay.
And that it's rap and they just don't get rap.
How do you feel about rap?
I like rap.
Okay. But not Kendrick.
I like Kendrick. I just don't listen to him that often.
Okay. All right.
And by often, I mean ever.
But you do. If you were listening to him, you would enjoy it.
Yeah.
But not at the halftime show.
I did enjoy it.
Okay.
I would just say that the only complaint I had was that it was slightly less energy. You compare that one to the Usher one, and just there's a different energy level.
Yeah,
I'm not
Usher's-
saying the Usher one was good. I'm just saying the energy level was different. And I think people are more used to
Agreed.
the high energy.
You mean spectacle.
Yeah.
It wasn't as much of a spectacle.
Even then, it was no, it wasn't.
Wasn't,
really.
yeah. I mean, he was
Because
just on a
everyone
PlayStation
does
controller.
Yeah, everyone does the choreography, and that's all he did.
It's literally it.
Like one year, the Weeknd was running
Yeah, he's
through
bouncing off
mazes
walls.
and
Exactly,
shit.
yeah. Rihanna's getting
Lady
pregnant
Gaga
on stage.
flew down
Yeah,
from
she
the
was made of
goddamn
meat or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
What?
Yeah. Just you can't say that she maybe wasn't.
Her body is made of meat. I
Exactly. Yeah, she's made of meat. Yeah.
guess. Are you talking about her dress
No,
to
I'm telling you, at the Super Bowl, she was made of meat.
Okay.
Wasn't she?
I feel like that was the Met Gala.
Was she or was she not made of meat?
Her body is made of
So
meat.
she was made of meat?
I would say she's made of more than just meat.
But she was
sure.
made of meat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
What's the problem? Why are you arguing with me? The only thing I had about Kendrick,
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm about to say this because I'm about to be attacked by the Kendrick lovers. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's sold out a little bit
Oh,
because
shit.
the first 3 or 4 songs were all songs from his new album that are deep cuts. He didn't play hardly any of his old stuff.
So that
His
would be
big
him
hits.
not selling out.
No, it wouldn't be selling out if he played deep cuts from his old albums. Okay? All right? But if he is playing stuff only from his new album, the thought is it's to get people to stream his new album.
Well, yeah.
Preferably on Apple Music, the title sponsor.
Not Tidal, which still exists probably.
Yeah,
right?
Titel, not Tidal. Yes.
What does Swim mean by you can update TikTok? Yeah.
Are you checking to see if he means you can download it?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
It is.
I am.
It's not going to be. There's no way it's back on the App Store. There's no way, unless Trump passed some thing.
I don't know.
But with that said,
Oh shit!
is it there?
It's fucking there!
Let's go, baby!
Oh, I'm
Colby's
re-downloading
back!
it.
Colby's back.
I'm deleting Reddit tomorrow. Every fucking time I log into Reddit, it's just Trump did that. Elon said this. Trump did that.
What do you do with your hand?
Trump did that. I was listing things.
What were you doing?
I was listing things.
Yeah, it's
I
just
was
saying
listing
from his heart.
things. I did not touch my chest once. Okay, we're fine.
Okay, we're
all
fine.
right.
We're fine.
Everybody good?
It's good.
All right.
All right.
We're good. Sweet.
I'm gonna start sending you so many TikToks to purify your feed.
Please, I need it because
Okay.
a lot of it. I logged in on the browser the other day, and it's still all political shit.
I will cleanse you with dancing CGI horses and dogs with balancing cucumbers on their head.
I cannot believe it took Apple this long.
I
to
can't
be
believe
like,
it's
yeah,
back at all.
fine.
Like, why take a stand at all if you're gonna just give up 2 weeks in? Like, just put it back up or don't do it at all. Pick one.
Do you think Mr. Beast bought it?
No.
Because that was in discussion.
No, I hate Mr. Beast. No. I don't
He
like
might
his
have bought
smile.
it. I don't like him either, but he might have bought it.
I don't think he has enough money.
Or Trump set up a fucking America business fund and
It's totally. We have not been online for probably 4 or 5 hours. Who knows what could have happened in America in the
I
last
don't know.
5 hours? Who knows?
I mean, I can look at
No,
it.
it's not necessary.
I'm curious
What
now
if you
that we're
see
talking
something
about
though,
it.
and then you got to talk about it, and I don't want to talk.
I'm
about
not going to talk about nothing. I just want to
We still got Cap America to talk about
Yep.
here in a bit, man. We can't.
No.
No.
However, TikTok is now advertising on Reddit. It is the promoted post on my feed.
They want you back, man.
Well, I'm back.
No, Meta didn't. Meta was supposed to buy it, and TikTok wouldn't sell. That was the whole idea behind it.
Now I'm just reading.
You're just reading Reddit.
Donald Trump's Gen Z popularity plunges.
Oh no!
What did he do? He literally just brought back TikTok. Did people forget already? Was their brain rot too gone? They
No,
forgot about that
there's
12
still
hours when it wasn't
Plenty
there?
of brain rot. Still plenty of it. But anyway, I liked the Super Bowl show. Thought it was good. I like Kendrick a lot. I listen to his music. So, yeah. I thought it was good.
Did we go to the future to watch? No, it came out today.
Yeah, we watched a 425 showing.
Yeah.
We watched it right before it. We literally left the theater and drove straight to the studio.
Yeah, opening weekend starts on Thursdays now,
Yeah.
don't you know? Because they
dude.
need to bolster their numbers higher.
Don't be lame.
So they give it an extra day.
Yeah. Yeah. So we watched it. We'll review it later. We'll make sure we say before it so you don't get spoiled if you don't want to be spoiled or if you don't care.
Yeah, I like Kendrick.
Yeah. You sound...
I wish I could understand him more, but I feel like that's a fault on me rather than anything.
I feel like out of everybody, you probably would know. Well, no, because you probably don't know the beef. Probably don't understand
I'm
the beef.
very aware of the Drake shit.
Like, there is a beef, but you don't know the deets of the beef?
I have watched multiple video essays on YouTube breaking
Okay.
down the beef.
Of course you have. Okay. What do you think about the beef? You think Kendrick won?
Tell me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
From what I remember,
Okay.
fucking Drake and J. Cole had a song, and Drake. Or
What was the name of the song?
I don't remember. J. Cole said the big three
Yep.
is Drake, Cole, and Kendrick.
That's right.
And then Kendrick was featured on a verse of someone, Future?
Correct.
Where he said, fuck.
And?
Oh, I don't know. 2 Chain.
No.
I don't know.
Metro Boomin.
Okay, sure. That's a person.
Metro makes the beats. Also sang on that song.
Not Mustard.
No,
Different guy.
Mustard is also, he makes beats, but not for the song that started the feud.
Okay.
That
one
was Metro.
said, fuck the big three, there's only the big me,
Yes,
or something
correct.
like that.
Correct. He also called out the name of the song, which is FPS, first person shooter.
Right.
Yeah, also called it out. So he made very sure specifically
Everybody knew that,
that
he was
talking
okay.
about it. Yeah.
Okay. So after that, I'm a little bit cloudy on what happened since then, because that was a while ago.
Yeah, J. Cole came out with a song and an album rebutting, going after Kendrick. He rolled it back like 2 days later saying, like, I respect Kendrick.
So
I didn't mean
wait,
it.
hold on. You're telling me that what started the beef last year was J. Cole released an album
No.
that
J. Cole
dissed.
released an album after the Like That song.
Okay.
He released an album after that rebutting Kendrick, like going back at him. And then he just said, no, never mind. Basically on stage, he's like, I respect Kendrick. I shouldn't have released this song. And then he pulled it off stream.
So wait, when did the Kendrick "Fuck the Big Three, It's Only the Big Me" song come out?
November of last year, maybe?
No.
June?
No.
Last year?
Because the beef started in like May.
Maybe, yeah, May of last year. I meant November of 2013 or 2023. But yeah, I
Okay.
think you're right. I think it's more like spring, summer. Because basically Kendrick released that song.
This beef started back in like 2019.
Well, the beef, like people don't, here's what happened. People don't like Drake.
Well, Kendrick was on a Drake tour. Like,
Correct.
that's how he got his start.
Drake made Kendrick
Yeah.
a little bit because Kendrick was on.
He boosted him up, yeah.
He was on Take Care, Drake's breakout album.
Right.
And he also made Future. Future didn't have any songs of popularity until Future got Drake to guest on one of his songs.
Okay.
So you could make the argument that Kendrick and Future would not be where they are today without Drake.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people in the industry owe Drake some
Right.
type of promotion because Drake was probably the breakout hip hop artist because he also did pop. Like, Drake's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, I was bumping Drake back in, like, 2010.
Same.
Like, he's been around a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, people don't like Drake. Now, is it because he's possibly a pedophile? I don't know. I'm an
People
elderly
think he's
man.
a poser.
Or maybe he's a poser.
Yeah, because he claims to come from the streets, but he was like rich and came from Canada.
Everyone, I feel like, who's successful right now at some point was not destitute, except maybe Kendrick because he grew up in Compton.
Yeah, I would say he has the right to call people out on being from the streets.
Yeah, I think Kendrick might be the only one. Like, I don't know Future's background.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess not as bad as Kendrick's. Not as hood as Kendrick's.
I don't remember what started it. So from my knowledge, I thought that song, the Future song, and the J. Cole Drake song came out like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, the Drake J. Cole one came out a long time ago. Yes.
And
it was respectful to Kendrick.
Right.
Calling him the best in the business.
And I thought that his response in the Future song also came out 4 or 5 years ago.
No, that Future song was last year.
Start of the...
That's why everyone was like, why did he do this? Because it kind of came out of left field.
Okay.
That he just started to go
And
after
so then because
Drake.
Kendrick did that, J. Cole released one song. I remember this. He had like a 7-song album.
Correct.
The last song on that album was directly a diss at Kendrick.
Correct.
Realized he didn't want to do it. Apologized on stage for doing it.
Correct.
Wiped it from the internet.
Correct.
But then what did Drake do in this? Because
he also created a diss track trying to go at Kendrick.
So that was after the Future song is what you're saying.
Correct.
Okay.
So J. Cole did it, took it all back. J.
Right.
Cole exits.
He was like, I don't want the fight.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not playing.
Yeah.
And then Drake's like, I can take Kendrick on.
Yeah.
Head to head.
And then he released like 1 or 2 songs almost back to back.
Yeah, Drake released one, and then Kendrick shadow dropped one that was 15 times better than Drake's song. Okay? And then Drake released one, and that song was basically saying, like, I'm not even going to go after Kendrick anymore because he played the whole, you're too sad to even fight with me.
Right.
So, like, whatever, dude. Yeah. Like, this is my last song. I don't have to stoop to your level. He tried to play the high card. And then Kendrick released Not Like Us. And then Drake passed away.
Well, okay. There was one other... I can't... There was a song right before Not Like Us, which was also harder than what the disses were before those 2 songs.
Drake made it a little personal.
Drake did. So there's... the video I watched said that Kendrick brought up him being a distant father thing.
Correct.
But then that was kind of like common knowledge to where he didn't feel like that was over the line.
So Kendrick made like some diss tracks that were more veiled disses.
And it was more of like, I just don't really like you as a person.
Yes, correct. And then Drake kind of went really personal.
Said that he was a wife beater, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And he...
And then that's when Kendrick was like, all right, scorched earth it is.
Yeah, so he's like, okay, we're going to do this, let's do it. And then Kendrick won. And I would like to say that, like, I like Drake. I like his music. I like his songs. I
liked him back in 2010 and 2011.
I even like his new stuff.
I don't like his new stuff.
I like Drake.
He just seems like a fucking...
The sad part is that I think the only person lyrically who could actually maybe go toe-to-toe with Kendrick, and even that is not saying... It's probably not true because Kendrick's just on a different level, is J. Cole. And so it's a little sad that this didn't happen. But J. Cole's also...
I mean, you're forgetting one particular white guy.
Eminem fell off so hard, bro.
Yeah, but he still fucking destroys in rap battles.
Does he?
Yeah.
He destroys at rapping. Does he destroy at personal attacks through the form of rapping?
Yeah.
Does he?
Yeah, that's what... Do you not remember the whole MGK thing?
When was that? 20 years ago?
It was like 7, probably.
I barely...
But anywho...
I don't think that Eminem would wreck Kendrick.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that would be a fucking rap battle to remember.
I think on a stage... That would be
the goats against each other.
I think on a stage, Eminem wins. I think writing, Kendrick wins.
And that's the thing. Maybe that's the thing. It's like, I sometimes...
Made MGK change
Maybe
genres.
I need... Yes, he did.
He did.
He did.
He did. Yeah, he did.
That's literally what happened. Eminem's kill shot killed him. And then he switched to being a little emo bitch and being like, oh, I was kicked out of my gang. Let me drink Megan Fox's blood.
I'm sorry, he's drinking Megan Fox's
Yeah, they
blood?
drink each other's blood.
Okay.
They got a vial of each of their blood around their neck or something.
Okay.
They're real weird, dude.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And they're also broken up, but maybe they're back together, but maybe they're
Can
not.
you really be broken up if you have each other's blood in your body?
No.
I didn't think so.
They both got AIDS now.
Well, the thing is, also Eminem was in that one interview movie, and he came out and said he was gay, and that's just hilarious. That was a great bit. Really love Eminem. You know. Also, he's kind of. I don't think he's a bad dude.
Yeah.
Like, isn't he? He's like a good guy, right?
Well, the reason why he went after MGK is because he fucked with Haley, his daughter.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, he's not a
I don't
pedophile.
know.
Probably, right?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I would go with probably not.
But
Also a guy from the streets.
yes,
Like,
Detroit.
yeah.
What's worse, Detroit or Compton? Has two comfortable white Kansans.
White Kansans?
Which one's worse?
Which one's worse?
Which one's worse?
Both.
You can't say both. You gotta
They're
pick one.
both
I want
bad.
you to pick one. Which one's worse?
Which one's worse?
Yeah,
Detroit, because it's not California.
that's true. It's cold there and awful,
Yeah.
the weather. Because all things equal, gang-related, poverty-related,
Sure. That's the only thing I can
no
base it off.
blizzards in California.
If I had to pick either hardship, I'd pick the one with the better weather.
Yeah, it's trailer parks versus palm trees. It's yeah, I think you might be right. Eminem wins.
Yeah.
I think you might be right. I think you might be right. Yeah. I don't know, man. All I know is Drake lost.
Like, not only lost lyrically,
Yeah.
creatively,
Yeah.
but then also just publicly.
I mean, Drake's rebuttals aren't bad.
like
They're just not.
Marty was just asking the entire time during the fucking Super Bowl show, being like, anybody know what what's he thinking right now? I want to know.
He was at Melbourne. He's doing live shows in Australia right now.
Oh, so he's out of the country.
Yeah.
Kendrick made him leave the country?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It's yeah. But
I saw a TikTok when I opened it up on the app, and there was some guy who was like pretending to be Drake watching the halftime show, and he's like, he's not going to sing it. He's not going to sing it. And then it starts playing the beat, and he's like, all right, well, he's not going to say my name. The guy's like, hey, Drake.
Yeah. Have you seen the memes of him smiling and walking in like the big strut, from
yeah.
the Super Bowl? Yeah, it's pretty great.
That couldn't have been better choreographed with the camera. I thought
yeah.
the camera,
They planned it.
the camera play and the choreography was really good.
I mean, it is. I mean, Plot of Note says it. It's like it's one of the worst L's ever taken in history, and it is. Like Drake will forever, his legacy will forever be tarnished by the fact that Kendrick called him a pedophile in front of 130 million people.
Yeah, and the fact that he decided to sue rather than
Yeah, he shouldn't have sued either. He should have just let it lie.
Fat man, what is your obsession?
He was looking at the
How
camera,
do you
dude.
know that does something, boy?
He doesn't. He's just licking it. Just let him look at it. I mean, it's more entertaining than us, right?
Fat man, get on camera if you're gonna do it.
I mean, his ear appears every once in a while, You just see some whiskers. You just see whiskers. Just some whiskers. He's like under the camera.
Like fucking goddamn tool bucket. What are you even doing?
It's actually, I cannot express to you how he's literally right under the camera and completely off camera. It's like he knows.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe he's not on the camera.
Nah, you're good. You're good, babe.
What's he doing with his leg?
Like, he's deciding if this is a safe space.
He looks like he's about to pounce,
Yeah.
but he doesn't. He's also
He's like, will I be?
He's ready in the front and comfy in the back.
Fat man, mute the mics.
Why are we muting him?
Change
'Cause
cameras.
he's the producer.
Cut to commercial.
You know what? We never read any ads.
No.
I wrote some good ones.
Let me read them.
I didn't print them, so you're gonna have to read them off my iPad
All
today.
right. Yes, this curved iPad of jank.
I wrote them in the voice of a character, so I need you to form a character. Okay.
All right.
Let's start with this one right here.
Oh man.
I need you to commit.
Okay, if this is the character, this is the wrong.
Just be Chris Evans.
Yeah.
I wrote it as Chris
I was
Evans
gonna
because
say.
I can't do Anthony Mackie. I'm not a charismatic black man.
Good evening, citizens. It's me, Captain America. Every day, good hardworking Americans wake up, open their phones, and make terrible financial decisions on Amazon.
Where you going, fat man? We're in the middle of an ad.
Maybe you're buying a 100-pound bag of lye at 2 a.m. Why is Captain America hiding a body?
I didn't say it was him. He's thinking maybe it's us.
Maybe it's a life-size velociraptor statue for reasons unknown. Or maybe you're purchasing a self-heating, triple-action, Bluetooth-enabled personal massager.
Captain America needs those. He has sore muscles.
I'm going to skip the rest because that was a good ending.
That's it?
No.
Oh.
Now, I'm not here to judge. This country was built on freedom. The freedom to buy whatever unholy objects you want and have them delivered in a discreet box within 48 hours. But let me tell you something, soldier. You have a duty to do the right thing. Before you buy that bath mat shaped like a foot, or a keg of mayonnaise, I need you to go to sethandcolby.com/Amazon first. Because when you use that link, Amazon gives a small cut to this podcast, and that means that your terrible, awful, life-ruining purchases are actually funding free speech. The First Amendment. Your latex bodysuit pays for this podcast. Your spoon-shaped in-ear cleaning spoon.
What's wrong, Cap?
That was so good. Your spoon-shaped in-ear cleaning spoon. You just said spoon twice?
Yeah, spoon-shaped spoon.
Fuck. Keeping the lights on. That pillow shaped like Danny DeVito's face, helping keep this show alive. So be a hero. Do the right thing. Go to sethandcolby.com/Amazon before you shop, because nothing says patriotism like single-handedly funding independent media while preparing to absolutely wreck your anus.
Say wreck your anus?
No.
I don't remember that, but
It says pelvic bone, but it's the same message.
Oh my God. I don't look up any of these products on Amazon before the ad. I just make them all up.
Spoon-shaped in-ear cleaning spoon. What? Like it's a spoon meant to clean out your ears? Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah. You just stick the spoon in there, but it's a spoon shape.
This is a big ear canal, man.
Yeah. Well, it's not
Or is
spoon
it a
size.
tiny
It
spoon?
could be a small spoon.
Okay.
You know, like there's a pickle fork, there's an ear cleaning spoon. It's spoon shaped.
Yeah, use that link though, sethandcolby.com/Amazon.
Yeah, please do when you shop on Amazon.
Real easy to do, and it helps, I could finally build shelves. I don't know if you use that link and give us money to build shelves. I don't know.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Then
Maybe.
you could get some nice like underlighting or overlighting, and it would light up the bottles, because their plan is to keep the beers to where we can have a list of beers that we've drank.
Although Mari keeps throwing them away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll start when we have shelves.
Do we want to look at any of the Super Bowl ads? So this is every ad that ran during Super Bowl. The Coffee Mate one with the tongue. About that one. You want to watch that one again?
No, I'm good.
What about Duracell Tom Brady?
That one was good. I like that.
You like
joke.
that one?
That was a good joke.
The Jeep with Harrison Ford?
Yeah, I kind of want to watch that one because apparently the Jeep looks like a Bronco.
Okay. Let's watch this one. I've only ever seen these once. Just on the Super Bowl.
Longest thing we ever do is live our lives. But life doesn't come with an owner's manual. Might have been nice, huh? But that means
Do you ever think that when he's reading his lines, he forgets what line he's supposed to read? Because he was like, life doesn't come with a owner's manual.
Now that you say it like that, yeah, I do a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every single line in that Captain America movie, I'm just like, sometimes he trips a little bit.
Well, because he's not ad-libbing because he wants to get in and get out as fast as possible.
And I heard he wanted to be in the Marvel Universe. Like,
Sure he
that's
did.
why he.
I heard he wanted
signed up.
money.
Well, I bet that too. But like, does he have like a spending problem?
You can just never have enough, I think.
What does he want to buy?
I don't know. He's Harrison Ford.
He has enough.
And he has anything that he could get any woman he wanted without money.
Yep.
Because look at him.
Yep.
You listen to him. Like, he oozes big fuck me energy.
Well, except when you look at him and then he looks like a feeble old man.
Well, now he does, but
Yeah, like I just every time, like I know he's not because he's spry.
Yeah.
Enough.
Yeah, he was just the Hulk.
Yeah, he's spry enough. But
Yeah.
like every time I see that man like turn too fast,
Yeah, it does look like his spine might fall
I'm
off.
concerned.
Yeah, I agree with you. He looks old. But okay, we'll talk about Captain America.
yeah,
after
yeah,
that, but
yeah.
but
I wanna
right
see this
now,
Jeep.
Jeep ad.
Stories.
We got to watch the continuity of the clock. So right now, it is
10:20.
yeah, no,
11:20.
I think it's 3:53.
Oh, okay.
I think it's 3:53.
Freedom is, yes.
Hold on. What's in his pocket?
Freedom is,
Where
Is that a Zen packet? Has he got some Zennies in his chest
I
pocket?
can't see on the TV. Hold on.
You
wait
can't
one
see the
second.
lump?
No. What lump?
There's a lump right here on his
Oh
chest pocket.
shit! I thought you meant jean pocket.
No, no.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
Zen. That is that.
He's got some Zennies in
That's
there.
a Zen, or that's his lower boob.
It's very hard. I don't think that's his boob.
yes.
Hold on. I watched a video of Danny Carey. I want to say
Dana Carvey?
no, Danny Carey.
Okay,
I
sure.
don't know if that's the correct name. He's the drummer for Tool.
Okay. I don't know. You tell me.
Tool's an older band, right?
I know Tool as a band.
He's a fucking insane drummer. Like his skill level is ridiculous.
Okay.
But I was watching. He put out it's the most viewed drum video ever.
Okay.
It's got 41 million views in 4 years.
Okay. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of views.
And this man is playing a fucking ridiculous song. Anywho, he's wearing a Boston jersey,
Okay.
like tank top.
Okay.
He's an old guy.
Okay.
And he's over here doing all his hand
Uh-huh.
things, like arms looking pretty ripped because he's a drummer and
Yeah.
he's got to use them all the time.
Yeah.
His boobs were like down here.
Yeah.
Like there's a whole like where his chest should be.
Yeah.
There was just like
It's like his skin's
slope.
trying to slough off his body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to body shame him. I don't want to body shame him, but I just noticed that and it was weird.
It was shocking to
It
see
was
him.
weird, so that's why I'm thinking that could be lower Harrison Ford boob.
It seems a little too rigid.
Well, you never know. It
to
could be
be
like
used to-
that's where the testosterone stays.
Maybe
Like
it
that is-
formulated inside his teat. Right here is what we're talking.
Yeah.
Right there. Okay.
or no, or maybe.
Mike Pack?
Freedom is for everybody, but it isn't
Ooh, Mike
free.
Pack could be.
Maybe.
It's earned. There are real
Do we like the
heroes
dog?
in the
That's a
world,
great
but
dog.
not
Do we
the
think
ones
that's
in the
his dog?
movies.
Hold on. There's a picture of
It
him.
better
There
be
are
his
real
dog.
heroes in the world.
What are we looking at here? What is that?
Wait, what was the line that led into this shot?
There's a lot of heroes or something in the world?
It's earned. There are real heroes in the world, but not
Me.
the ones in
Yeah, he just showed him.
Yeah.
Real heroes are humble. They're not driven by pride. Pride is a terrible driver. Freedom is the roar of one man's engine
That's a dumb Jeep.
and the silence of another's. Freedom is the ability.
Yeah, that one right
That
there.
right there,
Yep.
that is a Bronco.
That's a Bronco.
Now, it's supposed to be. That is a Bronco. That is a Bronco.
No.
That's why he's being passed. It's a dirty, old, beaten up piece of crap Ford Bronco.
That's what this is trying to say?
I
It's not
believe that is the
two
case.
Jeeps?
I believe that is a beaten up, old piece of junk
So why is the Jeep on the road and the other one's off-road?
because it's
Which is
moving
what-
over, beta cuck over for the alpha male
Onto
Jeep.
the nice, smooth road. If this was what they meant to do, they should have picked a better location. They should have had the Bronco.
Yeah, that's a Bronco.
That is a Bronco.
That is a Bronco.
So it is a dig at the Bronco.
Yeah, because look, this guy's smiling at it like,
the ability to.
hey, dude, I'm gonna
Shouldn't
bang.
they have made the Bronco
I'm gonna
be
bang
on
your wife
the road? And the fact that the Jeep can go off-road to pass it be the thing that's good about Jeep?
They probably, for like legal reasons, they can't show a car leaving the road or something. You know?
No.
Illegal leaving the road.
No.
Yeah, because he's just looking at it like that's the cut car. That's what he's doing. Yeah.
The Bronco looks 10,000 times better than
It so does.
ugly-ass Jeep.
I hate the Jeeps.
It's the freedom to choose it. You don't have to be friends with someone to wave at them.
That's such an old man thing.
On which way to go. But our differences can be our strength.
This is dumb.
So choose, but choose wisely. Choose what makes you happy.
Wait, they got an electric
friends,
Rubicon
Half of
now?
these have been electric.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't read the text down at the
No.
bottom, man.
This is the path.
You're not reading the text.
Shit, fucking Jeep finally got into the future? What the
Choose.
It's
fuck?
GM, all of G. Well, no, this is Dodge.
You don't have to be friends with someone to wave at them.
You right?
We won't
I think it's right here.
agree on which way to go.
See? Jeep Recon
All
4xe all electric.
Holy
Our
shit.
differences can be our strength.
You
So
see this one
choose,
here?
but
Rubicon.
Choose wisely.
Just so stupid.
Choose what makes you happy. My friends, my family, my work make me happy. This Jeep makes me happy, even though my name is.
That's actually
That's
pretty
my
funny.
owner's manual.
You like that one, man?
Get out there.
I didn't realize the
Write your
connection
own.
until there right at the end. I'm a dumb person. His name's Harrison Ford, and he's in a Jeep commercial, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Do you think Harrison
must
Ford
be sure
really
shit.
has a Jeep?
Fuck no, he doesn't.
There's no chance.
Well, he got a free one for this commercial.
They definitely.
So he
just gave
definitely
him that
has
Jeep,
one.
right?
But, like, does he drive it? Probably not.
I hated it, to be honest. I can't believe Harrison Ford did that. That's my actual reaction.
Yeah, because he doesn't do commercials, does
Exactly.
he? Like,
Exactly.
so maybe he does like Jeep.
Maybe. Or maybe they just gave him so much money.
Hey, watch some dumb commercial that I don't give a shit about. I gotta run up and hit my inhaler because my lungs are made of glass. Give me 5 seconds.
Why are you going to hit it?
Give me
Shouldn't
5
you just
seconds.
inhale it? Yeah, why would you do that?
Fucking inhaler.
Okay, he's leaving. All right. All right, chat, let's talk trash about Colby. What do we really think about him? What do we really think about him? Oh, yeah, I agree. He is the worst. He's so smelly, too. Yeah. He's ugly, and he stinks. You guys are so right. I don't know. I'm going to delete these messages real quick before he comes in here and change this one. It said, he's ugly and stinks. I'm changing it to he's beautiful. Okay, all right. Change that one. He needs an inhaler, yet he vapes. Okay. Wolfie, that's an actual attack. All right. Need Mari to spill some dirt. I know him better than Mari does. 100%. I've seen him naked. Can we say the same about Mari? Didn't think so.
What?
Fat man's back downstairs. Hey, man.
Hey.
Why do you need an inhaler, yet you vape?
When you answered your own question with that statement. I don't even think it helped.
Plotino needs a hair update.
What do you mean hair
He wants
update?
to know how long it is.
It's long, dude. It's not long enough for how long I've been growing it.
Literally have a ruler down here.
Yeah, man. Damn, that just fucking shocked the shit out of me.
What did?
I don't know. My headphones.
Oh, man. Oh, man, it's getting long. Look at that. It's like, it's almost 5. It might be 5 inches. You might be at 5 inches now. You might be at 5 inches.
Yeah, that's 5.
Yeah. Congrats, man, on finally having something on your body that's 5 inches long.
Yeah. It's getting long, man. It's getting long in the back. like all fucking fluffy and shit back
He's
there
going
now.
full Travis Kelce.
It's not Travis Kelce. Look at his hair. He has shaved sides
Okay, man.
and back. It's no mullet. I got a mullet.
You don't have a mullet. You have Travis Kelce's hair.
No, I don't.
Okay, man.
Stop it.
You don't.
Look, see, I have the inhaler to phase out the vape.
Just hit both. Like a real man. You know?
Fuck. Ah, it's meth.
Oh my god. Okay, I didn't watch any commercials. We just talked trash on you while you were gone. Cowboy hat skin man, but that one.
I hate that.
I do too.
Yeah, that's the worst. What was good ones? I'm not seeing good ones, man.
I liked the Nike one, the So Win. That was good.
That was dumb.
Okay.
You can't win, so win.
Yeah, I like
that's
that
a
one.
dumb statement.
It's the saying that you can do whatever people say you can't.
Well, it's
Prove 'em
still
wrong.
dumb.
About Ben Affleck.
No, that was the worst.
You didn't like? See, I like this one too.
I fucking hated that one.
Okay. All right. What about the Nate Bargatze one?
No.
Meta.
No, that's not Nate. What? No.
Isn't that Nate Bargatze or whatever
No,
his
that's
name
Chris Evans and Chris Pratt.
is? Whatever. Doritos. We wouldn't give the Doritos. We like that one.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
You like that one?
Yeah, I watched that one again.
Okay.
Because doesn't he get like slammed around the room a lot? That was pretty fun.
Yeah, you liked when he got slammed?
Yeah, man.
Aliens.
See, it's funny because he's looking for aliens, and the aliens finally show up, but all they want is his Doritos, and he gives up on his entire life goal.
Come on, man!
I mean, that's pretty weird.
Yeah!
Yeah, I like
That's
that.
great.
You
The
like
fact that it just does the fucking Holdo maneuver in Star Wars to the spaceship.
You like that?
It just went super chaotic really quick.
Yeah, I do. I do like that it goes
That's
super
pretty good.
chaotic. What about the Michelob Ultra Pickleball?
No.
No?
No.
I liked that one.
That was dumb.
I liked that one.
That was
Okay.
dumb.
Okay.
I hate everything.
Okay.
Do you want to see that Novocaine movie?
Nope. I sure
I
don't.
kind of want to see it.
Okay. That's up to you, man. Oh, there's Nate Bargatze. That's him.
What was that one?
I don't even
I don't remember it.
I don't remember it.
Dash path, pass math.
Nate, we need to talk about your finances.
My finances are fine. With Dash Pass, I saved $6 on my grocery order, so I cloned myself. Albuquerque. $0 delivery fees on dog toys. I got me an opera singer that sings me compliments. She's so nice. Dash Pass savings equals, oh yeah, ballroom.
You need to stop spending.
You're not listening. I'm saving.
I quit.
That was dumb.
What's your opinion on Nate Bargatze? Or
I've seen shit that he's done and it's funny, but it's like the Jim Gaffigan shtick. He's the everyman comedian.
yeah.
He
What do
is
you think about his decision to
clean.
never say bad words?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of hate that.
Yeah. Once I figured that out about Jim Gaffigan, like I thought Jim Gaffigan was funny before I learned that he had a whole like agenda. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, all right.
Like, doesn't it feel preachy?
Yeah. It's like succumb down to the level of normal humans, please. You're not better than us.
I agree.
What do you think? You're better than me?
Like, imagine if we get to heaven and they're like, you don't get to go in because you said the F word several times.
I would be very upset and would welcome hell.
I would too. Sounds more fun.
Yeah.
You know? Also, we'll both be there. Get to hang out.
Yep.
You know? Because we go to heaven, even if we're both there, we can't do any fun stuff.
No, we just sit around being like, ah, shit,
Yeah.
man.
No,
Or,
can't say that. You'd say, oh, shoot.
Golly gee, bro.
Yeah, golly gee. GoDaddy with Walton Goggins?
No.
No?
I don't like Goggins anymore, man.
What about the Nerd Wallet big whale guy?
Nah.
No? I liked that one. Seal as a seal?
That was wild.
You want to see it again?
I don't want to see it again.
So you do want to see it.
I don't want to see it again.
You said you want to see
I
seal as
don't
a seal.
want to see it again.
You said seal as a seal is the only thing you need in your life?
Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
That's the same guy.
Yeah, that's the same guy.
That guy's in all the Mountain Dew commercials. This is how I feel when I get a Baja Blast, by the way.
Refreshing.
It's kissed by the perfect amount of tropical lime.
I mean, look at those seals. Look at him. Look, he's laughing.
It's pretty good, man. It's pretty
You don't expect it.
slightly racist, but yeah.
Well, it is Seal, though. He agreed to this. Like, and he can't touch it with his big fat hands? And, like, it has actual lyrics? Yeah. And then he's just randomly attacked by sharks?
So much as he can tell you, so much he can say.
This is longer, isn't it?
Honestly, I can't remember. I was laughing too hard and also disturbed.
Well, this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Maybe that wasn't longer. That sounds
It
right.
might be the
about
full
right.
thing, yeah. What'd you think of that one?
That's pretty good. It's a minute 20.
Must be a little longer.
Yeah.
They must have edited out the silence. You're probably right.
Yeah.
What do we think about the Totino's Pizza, man? That one was a good one. This is probably my favorite one of the night, besides the Seal. Right? This one?
Thank you for sharing your Totino's pizza rolls.
No problem.
We'll miss you, Jasmo.
I'll miss you too. They're the most snackable pizza in the
Unfortunately, that's just a part of life.
He's just dead.
Rest in peace, Jasmo.
We didn't know him as well as you, so it's not as sad for us.
Not that we didn't want to.
Just didn't open up around us.
Totino's Pizza Rolls, the most snackable.
I missed that one.
You didn't see that one where
Nope.
he got crushed?
There should have been more gore because I don't think he's dead.
You would have went over there and stabbed him?
They're gonna have another commercial during the Oscars where he comes back to life.
You think
Guarantee
so?
it. Guarantee it.
I don't think so.
Guarantee it.
Matthew McConaughey's Mike Ditka, do we care?
Nope.
All right. What about
God, I fucking hate Matt Damon. Fuck.
Oh yeah, this one was weird because
Fuck, I
Matt
hate
Damon is
Matt
just
Damon.
who's this guy? Beckham.
David Beckham. Yeah, he's Dave Beckham.
They just made Matt Damon.
It's the dumbest thing. Well, it's
his
kind of
brother.
a thing I do, and he kicks the football 1,000 fucking yards.
That's stupid.
God, it's dumb as shit.
Shabuzi as the nerd, that one was good because it was
was
just a traditional
stupid.
ad. It was fine.
Yeah, it
you
was
know.
dumb.
The stand up to hate. What about where Snoop Dogg's saying
That
he hates
was
Tom Brady?
horrible.
Okay. What about the Little Caesars where the guy's eyebrows flew off his face? Did you like that one?
I didn't like how that one and the other
This Pringles one,
ad
right here?
both do the same thing.
What about the Coors Light where everyone's a sloth?
That one was good.
You liked that one?
Yep, that was a good
What
one.
about the Fast and Furious get together?
No,
With Haagen-Dazs?
horrendous.
What about the? Oh, I know you liked this one.
No, this was dumb.
This one got a pop out of you at the Super Bowl live.
Ever since Reese's
You
came
laughed
out with
at
their
this
new
one
chocolate lava big cup with
IRL.
the
I don't
delicious
think I
layer
did.
of chocolate lava.
If
People visiting the
anything,
lava
I
pools
laughed
have
at the
been
old
pretty
woman
confused.
almost dying.
That's this commercial.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
Just a little thing.
See, you like that.
Lava, eat chocolate lava.
Get in my mouth, lava.
See, you like that.
Lava. Eat ooey gooey chocolate lava.
It's lava time, baby!
Why are you trying not to laugh? Just let it out, man. Enjoy things.
Reese's chocolate lava big cups.
Enjoy things.
I just really wish that old lady fell in the lava.
I do too. I do wish she was burned. I
That
do
Bud
wish she
Light one
burned.
was dumb. Fucking guy.
This one? Mm-hmm. No, this one was great. Wasn't this the one with what's his face? Nate Gillis? Shane Gillis.
Yes,
This one was good. I like Shane Gillis.
it was fine.
Okay. What about man? Oh yeah, they recreated the When Harry Met Sally because she ate mayonnaise. You know.
Nope.
Okay. Horse.
No.
No. That's really it. I think those are the
Yeah.
highlights for me. You know.
Doritos one wins.
I kind of like Totino's too.
That was pretty good.
I like the one.
That one dude. What's his name? The white guy.
I don't know. He's in that Best Friends movie that we have a trailer
no,
for.
he's got a show. He was too good for Saturday Night Live, so then he started his own show on Netflix. And that thing.
What do you mean he was too good? Like he decided he didn't want to be on
Yeah,
it?
he got rejected. I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Or maybe he was on it. I don't remember. But he got his own show on Netflix where it was just a bunch of skit comedies,
Yeah.
just back to back to back to back.
That one where he's like the hot dog car drives to the building and kills all those people. And they're like, the driver ran away. We got to find him. And then he's just in the crowd dressed as a hot dog. And he's like, yeah, we got to find him, man. That's a great bit.
No. I was forced to watch like 3 episodes of that show.
What do you mean forced to watch?
Like Cameron.
Black Cameron or white?
Black Cameron was
Okay.
like, man, you got to check out the show. It's so good. Let me pick the best episode out.
If someone's recommend something to you, do you immediately just hate it?
Oh, yeah.
Do you go into it with a heart of
Probably.
hate?
Well, like if you build it up, I'm gonna be judgmental of you building it up.
Why can't you be judgmental in a great way?
He played one episode. He was like, "Oh yeah, this one's dope. This one's so good." And then we watch it. I did not laugh. And he's like, "All right, that one wasn't that great. Let me try it. Yeah, this one's really good." And then we watch it, and I don't laugh. And then he plays one more, and I'm just like, "I'm gonna go." That shit was ass.
You have a problem, man.
The only thing that I remember from that show is the driving one.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know how to drive, okay?
Yeah, that's
a good
pretty.
one.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
And like I've seen other clips from the show that I'm like, yeah, all right, that's good. And like him and Paul Rudd, I feel like that would be a good
What
dynamic.
about, have you seen him at the drive-thru with the really long order? That's a funny one too.
Nah, that sounds terrible to me.
Okay. All right, man.
Wait, you want to know the worst fucking comedy movie?
Sure.
That I hate the most.
Sure.
And has stuck with me since I've seen it.
I'm waiting for a
full
movie
one time.
that I love to come out of your mouth. Let's hear it.
You won't love it, but I also can't remember what the fucking movie's name is.
Cool. It's a good story.
Identity Thief.
Oh, the one with Melissa McCarthy and Jason Bateman?
Yes.
Jason Bateman, not funny.
I hate that movie with a passion.
I can't remember it. I remember it being forgettable because I forgot it.
It was really bad.
That's when she went through the Bridesmaid thing where she made like 6 movies in a row where she was her character from Bridesmaid and just cashed those checks. You know, good for her.
Like, the entire movie was her being like an absolute horrible human being.
Right.
Like, she stole this man's identity.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoop, sucks for you. That's like the comedy aspect of it. And the entire movie, I was just like,
your life's
you're
over,
just a
LOL.
bitch.
Yeah.
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 You fucked his entire world for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the...
It was the worst. I hate that movie.
Okay.
Sorry, that was a random tangent.
Yeah,
but
where'd that come from,
I
man?
fucking hate that movie.
Where'd that come from?
It's like things that were supposed to be funny but really weren't
That's from
at
like
all.
2001, though.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Okay, you've been holding that in?
I have. I hate that movie.
You should talk to your therapist about
That's
random
the
movies
worst
you don't
one.
like.
That's
That'd be
the
hilarious.
worst one.
I know that. Do you pay for therapy?
I haven't been to therapy in a month, 2 months.
You should do a new one and just talk about that movie and just see what happens with your therapist.
You'd be like, you have a good sense of conscience, I think.
So it's worthless therapy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a bad idea to just specifically talk
No, I think that'd be
about my
great.
hatred for that movie in a therapy session. No, that's a bad idea.
Sounds like you need to get it out of you, though.
I do enjoy talking about things I don't like. But you listen to it for free.
I
so
do.
Why would I pay for it?
I do, but I give no advice.
No, I don't need advice.
Well,
I'm perfectly fine and content with my hatred for that.
clearly you stopped going to therapy. Congrats on being happy, man. So good for you. I'm happy
Well,
for
I
you.
switched insurances, and I don't know if it's covered anymore.
Oh. So you
because
do think you need to
it was
go.
covered, and I paid $15 a session.
Okay.
If I didn't have insurance, it was going to be $150 a session.
It's a lot different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm still covered, but I also haven't felt the need to use it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like there are still things wrong, but
No, I think you're perfectly fine.
yeah.
Anything else you want to talk about Super Bowl wise? Or should we transition to Capitan?
Let's transition before I forget that entire movie.
Okay.
Because it's,
Let's read another ad first.
spoiler alert, it's pretty forgettable.
It's like your opinion, man.
Yeah. There you go. It's gonna be most people's opinion. I would wager a guess.
This is you as Thaddeus Ross as you try to not turn into the Red Hulk. I included some acting cues.
So
for
I
you.
need to.
Yeah, you need to
this
get really
is a
gruff.
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford, yes.
All right, listen up, you civilians. This is President Ross. I don't have time for nonsense. You want to shop on Amazon? Fine. But if you do it without going to SethAndColby.com first, I swear to God, I'm going to lose it. I'm gonna turn into the Red Hulk. I'm not gonna turn into the Red Hulk. Oh, I'm not. I missed that word in the first one.
Absolutely blew the script.
Shaky it.
You're not supposed to read the cues. You're supposed to do the cues.
Repeat statement. Now, what are you even buying on there? Probably a bulk order of RMEs because you believe the government's 5 minutes away from collapse. Maybe an AR-15 dust cover engraved with the words, "Come and take it." MAGA. As if the ATF is personally coming for you instead of being busy doing whatever it is they do.
I don't know.
And they enforce alcohol, tobacco, and firearms.
No one knows what that means.
And they, like, investigate, like, illegal sale of alcohol, tobacco, and firearms.
Sure they do.
Maybe you're out here looking for a tactical vest for your dog because apparently your Pomeranian needs plate carriers now.
Took me 20 minutes to look up what plate carriers were called. I'm like, what is
The
that
thing that
in
you
Call
put
of
on
Duty?
his body armor.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was called.
I'm fine. I'm fine. But if you're out here dropping real American dollars on gold bars shaped like bullets, a signed photo of Ronald Reagan, or a "Don't Tread on Me" flag big enough to cover the entire side of your barn, then damn it, you better be using SethAndColby.com/Amazon. Hold on. What's
happening?
Or a "Don't Tread on Me" flag big enough to cover the entire side of your barn, then damn it, you better be using SethAndColby.com/Amazon. First, because when you do, Amazon throws a little money our way.
Man, that was good.
Which means every high-powered scope you'll never use, every survival bunker blueprint, every copy of The Art of War you'll never read is helping keep this podcast alive. But if you don't, if you go straight to Amazon like some damn fool civvy, then I swear to God, I'm gonna come... No, not again. Oh, God. Okay.
That was good.
Go to SethAndColby.com/Amazon. Do the right thing, because I will not be responsible for what happens if you don't.
I got you to say I'm going to come.
Wait.
And then you made a lot of groaning noises.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
When? Where? What?
I just, you've said it.
You said, "I'm gonna."
And then you said come.
I didn't say come.
You said I'm going to come.
I didn't say come.
You said I'm going to come. And then you made a large amount of grunting noise.
I don't think I said come.
That's going to be our new sub noise.
I'm gonna come.
All right. For those of you who are here, we're going to spoil Captain America, the Winter Soldier, or whatever it's called. Brave New World. For the record, there's not a lot in this movie that can be spoiled. I think there's one major appearance of a character that could be spoiled. Okay? Don't say it. I don't want to spoil it yet.
Who?
I can't. I'll tell you later, after the spoilers begin. But
is it Bucky?
You're such a bitch. You're such an absolute asshole.
Bucky Barnes shows up for like 30 seconds.
Oh my God.
He's a congressman now.
Well, we're into it now, so that's a thing. So what'd you think of the movie overall, man?
It was mid as fuck.
Really?
It was mid as fuck. It was not bad. It was definitely not good.
So me and Aaron saw it. We liked it.
That's great.
We thought it was good. We thought the espionage, the thriller, the politics of
espionage?
Yeah, we liked the thriller part of it.
Motherfucking what espionage, bitch?
You know, they're like investigating and...
Yeah, track this phone call that I got from the bad guy. Good espionage, bro.
What do you expect from it? It's a movie!
A better fucking script! Any thought! Make me think! Don't lay it out on a golden platter, you buffoon!
They had to lay it out because no one saw any of the movies leading up to this movie.
That's fine, then don't do that shit that leads up to the movie!
What do you mean? We have to acknowledge Tiamat at some time. Some point, adamantium has to be added into the show. Some point...
I don't know why.
Uh-huh.
They felt it a good idea to incorporate the entirety of the aftermath of a Hulk movie that came out 15 years ago
I think it was
that
17 actually. But
they
yeah.
don't want remembered, why they would continue that plot line in a Captain America movie. There is no shot in fucking hell. You know the span of disbelief that I have to put in my head to believe that some vibranium fucking pieces of metal can cut the Hulk?
It's vibranium, man.
Fuck no, it can't.
Yeah, it can. It's
It
skin.
absolutely cannot.
Vibranium's stronger than the Hulk. For sure. For sure. You want to think it's not stronger than? Adamantium. About that.
In there, like, okay, I don't know comics for shit.
I don't either.
I don't. As of the MCU, I made the point to
I'm an
Mari
MCU
last night.
expert.
Yeah, I made the point to Mari last night that there has never been a one-on-one Cap Hulk.
Correct.
At all in the MCU.
That is
so
correct.
we don't know. So my only judgment I can go off of Captain America's strength, because this is back when, he was a super soldier and not just some guy.
Yep.
He could hold Thanos' glove open
Yep.
for a minute.
Yep.
So maybe he could kind of wrestle the Hulk. Like, he's not going to outpower him, but maybe he could kind of put up with it.
No chance. Did
So
you see what he did to
told me-
Loki?
Yeah, you told me today something I did not remember from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier show, which was that his new suit is made out of vibranium.
Correct.
I did not know that.
Yeah, Wakanda brought it to him.
Because before that, I just thought he had some fancy suit with his stupid Stark-powered wings.
Yeah, they're vibranium wings. Remember, Shuri's smarter than Stark.
Right. Is it okay? So before he went to Wakanda,
correct,
and like knew them in their 2-year span, I believe in Civil War, before that happened, he had
wings.
Red Wing.
Correct. He
no,
did.
his little AI
Red Wing
assistant.
was given to him by Stark. Correct.
So that is Stark tech. Then.
Correct.
So that is
Red
still
Wing is.
there.
Yes, that's why he's got the lasers and the mini rockets and all that Iron Man tech. Correct. Stark still exists, even though Tony Stark is dead.
No, I get that, but can we just acknowledge that it's kind of dumb to like nerf all your heroes' abilities and just be like, "Hey, this smart guy made everything for you"?
What do you mean?
Like, isn't that the point of Spider-Man in the comics? This is
that he's smart and makes
smart.
stuff.
He made the stuff for himself.
Yeah, and he did. Yeah,
he made his web slingers. That's it.
They talk about that in the MCU. Tony Stark's like, the tensile stuff, strength of this stuff off the charts. Gotta show me how you did that.
Right, but then every other piece of tech that he uses, including
Tony
Stark's
Stark
tech
makes
to
suits.
build his suit.
He makes suits.
It's just so dumb.
That's what he does. He's the suit man. He made like 1,000 of them in Iron Man 3.
I mean, he did make comments in like, what was it?
What's up, Demon?
Infinity War, maybe, or Civil War, that he's just the guy with the money and he makes everybody look cool.
Yeah. He goes, Captain America's in charge. I'm just the one who pays for everything. Yeah.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
It's just some guy in a suit, man.
What are you even mad about? Are you just mad that he's a guy in the suit?
I'm kind of mad that he's just a guy in the suit.
That's the whole point of Captain
I'm
America.
very glad that at the end he fucking acknowledged that he should have taken the super
That
soldier
was really funny.
That was great.
That was a great line.
Fucking, yeah, you should have, you dumb fuck.
I really wish that the
You're
Bucky...
fighting aliens, man.
Yeah, I really wish the Bucky Falcon dynamic from the TV show was in this movie.
No, the TV show dynamic is terrible.
I disagree.
It's not good.
If you take out everything that's not their dynamic in that TV show, it's much better. If you get rid of the redheaded lady and the guy who finds Godzilla in the 50s and you put...
Redheaded lady?
Yeah, the bad guy.
Oh, yeah.
And you get rid of her and you get rid of Kurt Russell's kid and you just do the buddy cop stuff, it's great.
I disagree. I think that they're, like... Their dynamic in Civil War was good, which is what spawned that show.
They were barely in Civil War.
Yeah, but when they were, they had the dynamic of, I hate you, oh, it's funny, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
That was the dynamic. Yeah, that's the dynamic that was brought into the TV show, for sure.
Correct, and into this movie.
But it was dumb. They turned it from, like, I don't know. I guess it was. There was just too much dick measuring the entire time. The entire show is like, oh no, I'm right. Oh no, I'm right. Oh no, I'm right. Oh no, I'm right.
Well, and then they learned that they're both equally right and equally wrong, and that they have to grow from those experiences. Captain America's earnest. Did you forget that Captain America's earnest?
Done in a cringy way.
Did you forget that Captain America is cringe? Because he's cringe. Remember when like Tony Stark's will lose? He's like, we'll do that together too.
Right.
He's always been cringe.
And see, that's why I can't get behind this new Falcon, is because like I do get how there was parts of Cap in him, and that's why Cap gravitated towards him.
They solidify that at the end of the movie when he's like, hey, I look up to you. You're my Captain America because I look up to you. I aspire to be you. Captain America has always been, more than anything, a symbol.
Yeah, but that's what he pointed out in the movie, was that because Cap was a super soldier, he was a symbol. Because Anthony Mackie is Cap, he is something to aspire to, because anyone at that point can be Captain America.
Correct, but Captain America was a scrawny piece of shit before the super serum. The super serum made him into a person who was capable. Anthony Mackie, already capable.
No.
Captain America was a scrawny little dried up piece of celery.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I'm saying that if you verse Steve Rogers post serum against Anthony Mackie,
not in the wingsuit.
He ain't gonna lose.
Not in the wingsuit.
Absolutely.
Nah, I think Wings gets him, dude.
Done.
Who has the shield?
Done. Captain America.
They should both have the shield for a fair fight.
Well, both of them can, or you could take it away
then
completely.
The Wings win.
No.
Yeah?
No.
The Wings win?
No.
Wings win, man.
Do you remember how the fact that Captain America, as a super soldier, can just fall from any height and be fine? He jumps out of planes without parachutes.
Yeah, remember Winter Soldier, he just jumped out of that plane? Yeah. That's badass.
Yeah. So even if Falcon just flew him up into the sky and dropped him, he'd still be fine.
Well, not like into space. You could fly him into space.
I don't think you could fly him into space because his body isn't completely covered because his head's exposed. Because he's wearing goggles,
he's
dude.
Flying him and
he's wearing goggles.
He gives him a little push right at the troposphere. And like he keeps going, but then Falcon can go back down.
What
are we arguing about?
Hold on. Black Panther's suit was like nanobot-y, right?
Yeah, with
because
the
it was
with
in
the purple
necklace and
boom boom stuff. Yeah.
Well,
yes, it was in the neck.
Okay,
correct. Yes,
so that's
correct.
where the helmet comes from.
Correct.
Every time his
also,
helmet
Stark
went
has
on,
that.
yeah. Every time his helmet went on in the show and then came off, I'm just like, leave it the fuck on.
I did lean over to Aaron at one point. I think it was when Sidewinder showed up when he was in his GMC Sierra and started attacking him. As like, why doesn't he just have the suit at all times like Tony Stark did? Like, it seems really irresponsible because Cap had the super serum. So everywhere he went, he was still Captain America.
Right.
Like, he was nerfed if he didn't have a shield, clearly. Because the shield, big part of Captain America.
Yeah.
That's his weapon. But he's still invincible, essentially invincible with the super serum. Anthony Mackie in his truck without a suit is just a nerd at a truck. And I don't know why he doesn't have the suit with him at all times. That was kind of silly.
So, he gets stabbed twice in that fight.
Yes, he does.
Wearing a shirt.
But he has Kevlar. It's Kevlar.
But it's Kevlar.
Yeah.
But there's holes in the shirt!
Yeah, but it stops the brunt of the blade.
No, it's a blade!
He's him.
Once there's
That's
a
the point.
hole in the shirt, it just goes into skin.
Yeah, he's
the
him.
man got stabbed twice.
Yeah, he's tough. That's my Captain America right there. That's what I'm saying.
No, you can't make a comment like not a lot of people recover from a stab in the gut and then just have him walk around like nothing happened.
Dude, he's had Chad. What do you mean?
No.
That's what they're showing is that he is a Chad.
He's a piece of shit.
He can get stabbed and he can keep
remember,
going. He's a piece of shit.
I can't not picture Anthony Mackie anything else but Pain and Gain, where he's this kind of fat guy who takes steroids to become less fat, yet he takes steroids and becomes more fat. That's the plot of the movie.
This is your problem.
This is my problem with Anthony Mackie specifically.
No one's seen that movie.
No one's seen that movie.
No one has seen
And if they have, they shouldn't have.
Yeah, and no one who hasn't seen it is going to sit down and watch it because it's objectively bad.
It was bad.
Why did you watch? Isn't it also like 5 hours long?
It's kind of long, yeah.
Why did you watch that? And when did you watch it?
When it came out, like back
That
in
was
the day.
20 years ago!
Yeah.
Why do you remember that?
Because it was very bad.
Why don't you remember Anthony Mackie from any of the Avengers movies he's been in since it instead of him in Pain and Gain?
Because I don't...
Why did Pain and Gain have such an impact on you, man?
I don't know. Well, one, it came out during when I was going through my gym phase.
So did you get
I
fat
was
from
cloud
steroids?
person.
Are you Anthony
That's where
Mackie?
I grew my man boobs. Yeah.
You should want to be Captain America then, because look at him. He looks
I
shredded now.
got more respect for him as Cap from this movie.
Okay.
Do I see him as Captain America yet? No.
He is, though.
I know.
Yeah.
And hearing the bartender at the beginning of that movie being like, "Here you go, Cap. It's on the house."
Yeah.
I cringed and was kind of upset at that.
Why?
Because it's like, are we just not going to pretend that Steve Rogers doesn't exist?
He doesn't exist! Steve Rogers passed the torch, man. Passed the shield.
To a normal dude.
Yes. Not a normal dude, though. He's a normal abilitied man, but he's a superior dude. He's worthy of the title.
Okay, so on a rewatch of Falcon and the Winter Soldier before this movie.
Yes. We didn't rewatch the whole thing.
We didn't rewatch the whole thing, but I got enough of Zemo to remember what his motivation was in that
hates
show.
all super soldiers.
He made an argument that every single super soldier eventually comes to terms with a sense of superiority to where they become a supremacist.
Okay.
And that's why he doesn't like them and thinks they need to go.
Okay.
But in that show, Falcon does point out of like, if you, like, Zemo's saying that they're gods and they shouldn't play God, but then by eliminating them, Zemo's playing God in a sense.
That's the whole, he's out of line, but he's right.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I side with his argument.
Zemo?
Yeah.
Well, most people do.
Yeah.
Because Steve Rogers is an exception to the rule.
Right.
That's the whole idea.
Because most of them take their power for, like, they abuse it.
Yeah, but also Steve Rogers had arguably the only real serum. Because a huge plot line that runs through the entirety of the MCU was that people have been trying to recreate it to disastrous effects.
All right. This just hit my brain.
Okay.
All these people, over multiple years, almost a century at this point.
Okay.
Right, have been trying to recreate this super soldier serum.
Correct.
Using something from the original scientists who made it for Cap,
Correct.
Steve Rogers.
Correct.
Why haven't they looked into spiders?
What? Well, because the Oscorp doesn't exist inside the MCU yet.
You're telling me, like, you don't gotta formulate nothing in the lab? You don't gotta do anything like that. You just gotta find this spider and have it bite you.
It's very ambiguous.
And then you're a super
in
soldier.
the MCU how Spider-Man got his powers. Because they don't actually ever say how he got his powers.
Mm-hmm.
He just has them.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So logic would say...
I'm pretty sure at some point in the time, he says, bit by a spider.
Well, yeah, but like, now no one remembers him.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point.
So no one knows that's a thing. And also, the only people who would know about it are the Avengers.
So, do you think that was Marvel's way? This is just a roundabout conversation. But
I will talk about the MCU all day. I'm an expert.
Do you think that that was Marvel's roundabout way of being like, we don't know if we'll get any more Spider-Man, so that's why we're erasing his memory from everything? Or was that the only way to undo what Far From Home did?
I think they just had to retcon.
Far From Home?
No, I think they had to... I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know.
I think that's their, like, will he, won't he come back kind of moment, because they technically could leave it there. But
yeah, but he's still a Spider-Man in the universe.
Right.
But yeah, no one knows he exists.
Yeah.
Stark would have to find him again.
Right.
Yeah.
But he's dead.
Well, yeah, I mean, someone would have to find him again.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's dead.
But eventually, like, okay, if Spider-Man is in the MCU,
right,
he has to be getting bit by a spider.
Correct.
Which means that Oscorp had to have been working on,
or someone is working on
a
him.
spider,
It doesn't necessarily
like
have to be Oscorp.
It
He could have been in the Peruvian jungle photographing
Madam
wildlife.
Web? Yeah,
he could have been.
She was studying spiders in the rainforest.
Peru, right?
I don't know. Where's
She's
the
not in the MCU, but theoretically, yeah, he could have taken a school trip to the rainforest and gotten bit by a spider there.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Technically, that could have happened. It's ambiguous how it happened.
All right, back to Captain America.
Because Oscorp, we all thought was going to be an Avengers Tower, but it's not. That's where Thunderbolts is happening, so it's not in there. Okay, back to Captain America. What about it? It is a bold move for this movie to exist. To be totally honest with you, I agree with your original sentiment. It's very strange. The villain is the guy from 17 years ago.
Mari said that it felt like a CW movie. It felt like a TV movie, which it did.
No.
Minus the budget of the CGI, the plot and everything like that felt very just rushed, not really thought out, and it was kind of a small.
It did seem rushed because they figured it out really fast.
Like, we're talking, the U.S. and Japan exchanged missiles on each other.
Yeah, but it was like an LOL.
We're just going to skim right over that.
Well, they fixed it. It was all orchestrated. They didn't focus a lot on the villain.
Not at all.
I think they wanted you to think
he was just kind of there.
That Harrison Ford was the villain, and then it turned out he wasn't. But psych, he was. But then at the end of the movie, he wasn't.
No, this is another, like, it's like a weird.
Thanks.
It's a weird villain because if you exclude the Hulk movie from existence,
then this movie doesn't exist.
There is no like development of the villain at all.
There's really no
so
development.
he's just a guy that does stuff.
Well, I was telling Aaron on the way home, the guy's prison sentence happened in real time. He's like, I've been in there for 20 years.
Yeah.
That's how long he was there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I told her on the way home, I was like, this movie was a movie of exposition because everything that
they had to explain
caused the plot didn't happen on screen.
Yeah.
And so it was just like a lot of like, hey, this happened. Now this has happened.
I think it's even worse than that because everyone who was on screen had to be explained for the Maris of the world who didn't watch any of the Hulk, which is the majority of people.
A lot of people.
Like,
because most people didn't get in the MCU right at Iron Man. You know?
The Incredible Hulk came out in 2008. My son was not alive when that movie came out.
That's fucking crazy.
So that's how long ago
That's
it was.
fucking crazy.
That's how long ago it was. Yeah. So, like...
Iron Man is older than your son.
Yes, he is. Yeah. That means you are really old, by the way. That's how much time has passed.
Well, I was your son's age when it came out.
Yes, you were. Yes, you were.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah. Yes, Mari.
Yeah, you do need to watch Eternals.
Eternals is good.
It's not that bad.
Eternals
like, if you
is
take
good.
it, like, I think that was one of the ones where it was immediately compared to Endgame, and it was just like, oh, this is
it was
far
probably
less
this time.
good.
Grimy. We are talking spoilers of Captain America, but to be honest, there's not a lot of things to spoil. The trailer pretty much...
It's the trailer.
I think the only thing that's spoilery about that movie is saying that the guy from The Incredible Hulk is the bad guy.
Right.
But you figure that out immediately.
Yeah.
Like, almost immediately. And that's what you're saying. Like, it moved really fast.
It moved so fast.
Like, they watched... Like, they introduced adamantium, and then they never talk about it again. That's the MacGuffin for the movie.
Yeah.
Is the America is trying to do... I guess you could talk about, like, the Isaiah
He
guy.
was the shining light in this movie.
He was good in
I
that movie.
loved him in this movie.
He was good in that movie.
He was he was acting.
Yeah, he was great.
He was good.
He was great. I liked it. What do you think of the sidekick? You hate him, don't you?
He's fine.
I liked him. I thought he was fun.
He's fine.
I thought he was a good guy.
He's a CW sidekick.
I don't know about the CW thing, man. But honestly, I don't watch anything on CW. So
he's just too fucking talkative.
Is it better than the Marvels?
Yes.
Is it better than Guardians 3?
No.
Is it better than Ant-Man Quantumania?
Yes.
Is Marvel back?
Not yet.
You got to wait for Thunderbolts? What's it going to take for you to get back?
I need Fantastic Four to be good.
Was I talking to you or was I talking to... I think I was talking to Aaron. I think the reason that a lot of these things aren't as impactful anymore is because you can't compare this movie to Winter Soldier because Winter Soldier was Cap's first real solo movie.
Right.
Because he's new in the world.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, technically the first Avengers, but
yeah,
that's his origin story.
Right.
Cap's first real movie, Falcon's first real movie, Winter Soldier's first real movie, Scarlett Johansson's first real movie. Like, it's hard to compare a movie that takes place with 20 years of backstory to a movie that is brand new, can set a stage.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying is it could have been that.
Could it?
Yeah.
How? Because they're not going to introduce a bunch of new characters.
Like, I just don't. They should have. But
Who are they gonna
that's what I'm saying. That was my point last week when I brought up this is Aquaman 2 for the MCU. It's the last of the old way of doing it. Now they're going to shift. Thunderbolts is kind of in that same genre.
Yeah, but most of the characters in that movie are newer.
I don't know. I could be wrong about this, and I probably am.
Okay.
But I feel like Thunderbolts is a throwaway movie. They're like
one-off.
Here's a fun time, not going to have major impact on the future main timeline of all the MCU movies.
Aaron told me there's a theory going around online that Thunderbolts happens at the same time as Doomsday.
Why?
Because Elaine from Seinfeld is like, the Avengers aren't here.
Right, but they're not here now.
Well, but they set them up in the Captain America movie.
They didn't set up shit.
There is a reason that Bucky goes from congressman back to soldier.
Well, yeah, it's
in a span of 3 months because it comes out May 4th.
It's big. Like, he's in a suit at the hearing that she's saying the Avengers are no longer here.
Yeah, but why does he stop being a congressman and go back to being the Winter Soldier?
Because of the
duty. When the Avengers exist?
No.
Like, why can't Captain America do what Bucky's doing? They're both equally
That's a
good.
Great point.
It's because they're busy.
Why fucking Avengers is happening, or why Captain America wouldn't be involved in the fight of New York again.
But we had this discussion multiple times in seasons 5 through 8.
Of why no one shows up to the other stuff?
Yep.
Well, yeah.
We had that problem all the time in those
But,
movies.
like, New York's kind of a big deal. Like, if it was happening, like, in Portland?
When Thor is fighting all those things in London, when an Infinity Stone is literally tearing apart the London sky,
right?
You're telling me
Iron Man's flying over the ocean, man.
Oh, he's on his way?
Yeah, he's on his way.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's. I mean, we gotta like let some disbelief happen to let people have their solo movies.
Or you just don't gotta make it that big. I think that's what they learned from that.
But you
movie.
just complained that this movie was too small. You can't have it both ways.
That's true. I don't necessarily... No, maybe it's not... Hold on. It's not too small of a plot overarch.
Okay.
Like, I like the fact that it was contained to where there wasn't a world-ending thing.
That's why Aaron and I liked the political part.
I liked that.
It's all a political thriller.
I did not like how we had about 5-6 characters that were just, they're here, now they're here, now they're here, now they're over there, now they're here again, and that's it.
There was a lot of like movement.
There was a lot of movement, and it was just all of the same people, and it just felt like small scaled.
It was a short movie.
It was short.
It was short.
Yeah, it was shorter.
And I think that had a lot to do with it.
It didn't feel that short, but it was shorter.
It was short. There was a lot of Harrison Ford in it. I liked that there was a lot of Harrison Ford.
A lot of Harrison Ford. That's the most I've heard him talk.
I loved that.
And I've watched
really thought he'd be...
a 2-season show with him in it.
Yeah, I thought it would be he gets shot at, which is in the trailer.
Yeah.
He gets shot at, then at the end he turns into Red Hulk. That's all you can see.
I think he did pretty well.
He did great.
I think he did really good at the Ross that was trying to change.
Yeah.
I don't think he did that great at, like...
being Hulk?
Reverting... Well, before that, when he was, like... After he got shot at, then he was like, oh, I'm a dick to Captain America now. I don't think he did great at that.
Well, once he got caught...
Because, like, he's so, like, welcoming.
Yeah.
He did a really good job of being like,
a menacing
look,
figure.
Sam, I'm really sorry that my character...
Yeah.
locked you up in jail for a minute.
Yeah.
I really didn't mean to do that. Like, I want us to work together. He was very genuine in that moment, but then he gets shot at by a guy that he brought.
When he was in the conference room. When he's talking, he's like, I don't want you in this. I was like, oh.
It was a weird shift.
Yeah,
I think it could have been pulled off if there was a slight hint to the Hulkness of him. Because that would explain the
aggression,
drastic character shift from what we've seen.
Very true.
And I think the only reason why it was such a drastic character shift is because it's a new actor.
Agreed.
Yeah,
I was literally just about to say that.
If that was the guy from what's the
William
actor's
Hurt.
name?
If it was William Hurt the whole movie, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I would buy his genuineness as much as I would have bought his angriness. I think it's the opposite for Harrison Ford because we're introduced to him as this genteel, nice guy.
Right. And then all of a sudden he turns dick because of clearly logical situations of Captain America didn't know this was going to happen.
So that guy died. what a bitch. He ruined the MCU for us.
Yep, he ruined this movie at least.
Can we talk about something completely off topic?
Sure.
You called me a bandwagon son of a bitch for jumping on the John Wick ballerina train.
I did.
And I don't know why, dude, because I watched all of the John Wick movies in the last week.
Yeah, bandwagon bitch.
How is it a bandwagon to get on board something?
Because now, you're hopping on it. When it was good from the beginning.
Isn't
you're
that
just
how
now
you're supposed
learning
to
about
watch
it.
movies?
No.
You just watch them when you can?
No, you watch them when they come out, so you get I've seen
But
it.
I did
Now
it.
I'm
So
in
am
it.
I just supposed to never watch them now?
No, you can watch them, just don't claim that you like them.
What do you mean, dude? Do you realize what you're saying right now? If I don't get on at the beginning, I'm not allowed to be a fan.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Basically, yeah. You know how much shit? Do you know how much shit you would give me if all of a sudden, tomorrow, I watched the entirety of Drive to Survive?
I would come over and fuck you. What
I know.
are you talking about?
And then I get so into F1.
I would love
I'm
this.
the biggest F1 dude. You know
Quit
how much
teasing me.
shit you
Zero.
would give me every
Zero.
time I was like, man, I'm really excited for this next F1 race. And you're like, yeah, you remember that time where you thought F1 was dumb?
No, I would
Yeah.
not do that.
Yeah, you would.
I might say that when you're really into it to be
You
like,
would
but I
say
wouldn't
it
say it like you're a
all
bandwagon and
the
son
time.
of a bitch.
You
I'd say it like, could you
absolutely
believe
would.
you lived all of
That's
that time
what I mean
without
by
the
what
love of
I'm
this?
saying.
So I'm not bandwagon, and you're just like, welcome to the club,
That's
dumbass.
the same thing.
Okay.
You can apply that term in the same way.
Well, the John Wick movies are great.
They are.
I don't feel like I watched any of them because I actually was working while I watched them, and 90% of those movies are action scenes, and I really watched them out of the corner of my eye.
They're just like really, really good reels for stunt people.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. They were...
And Keanu Reeves. He does a shit ton of all that fighting himself.
It was good.
Like the amount of time that he spent. There's a gun range in California.
Okay.
I think California. I don't really know where it is.
Uh-huh.
Terran Tactical, I think is the name of it.
Okay.
This man makes some sick custom firearms.
Okay.
But he's got this big old training field in the back of his little operation, and that is where Keanu Reeves trained to know how to handle guns properly for
Fantastic.
the movie. And like his whole get is running through like there's just like I don't know, like 100 different targets in front of you in this like I don't know, 100 foot by 100 foot range.
Yeah.
And so the key is to like I'm trying to find a comparison, but like there's 100 of them, but you're only supposed to go to these 10 at a time.
You're supposed to serpentine through them,
Yeah,
take them
kinda.
out in a group.
So there's a specific pattern to follow.
Right. Pretend they're in rooms, and you're going through one room and then going to the next.
And so then it's a timed competition of how quick you could run through that.
Okay.
Like it could be all shotgun, pistol shotgun, assault rifle. Like it's just a varying.
Okay.
And they've shared clips of Keanu running through that, and it's pretty fucking impressive.
I mean, it has to look impressive because he
it's
looks great
impressive.
in that movie. I will say, watching those movies back to back to back to back to back,
it's a little much. I would
it
probably
is
say.
All I heard about those movies is how realistic they are.
Yeah.
You know, like he counts the bullets, he reloads properly. They all practice all these, like they look, everyone's special forces.
Right.
Except
Common.
forgot he's in
You remember when they had a silencer off in the middle of a fucking busy subway? It's not how guns work.
The problem I have with that movie, and I think this is only apparent if you watch them back to back to back. One, it happens all in a weekend. Okay? Like his dog is killed.
Yeah, right.
His car is stolen.
Yep.
He goes, finds his car, or he literally is just hunting down the guy who killed the dog.
Right.
And then William Dafoe gets killed
Yep.
by the guy in revenge for helping Keanu Reeves find his son, who's the guy who stole the dog.
Yep.
So then he's got to get revenge for
I forgot Willem Dafoe
for
was
Willem
the first
Dafoe's
one. Yep.
death. So he gets revenge for Willem Dafoe's death. And then the second movie immediately begins with him finding his car. And he finds his car, makes peace, goes to his house. Immediately there's a knock on the door. It's some Italian mobster.
Yes.
Who says, "You're going to kill my sister because you made a blood vow to me."
And because he's back in the game.
Right. But he wasn't. But he is. And
Right.
Keanu's like, I'm not. And he's like, you are.
Yeah.
And so he makes him do it.
Yeah.
And he's like, no. And then they blow up his house.
Right.
So then he gets all butthurt because his house is dead.
Then he has to travel across the globe.
Yeah, so then he goes to Rome and he kills a bunch of people, including Common, in Rome.
Yep.
And then he goes to the hotel at the end of the movie where he finds the guy
Yep.
and just shoots him in the head.
Right.
Where this is the only rule, you can't shoot people in the hotel.
Yep.
So instead of just waiting outside for him to come out at some point and blasting him, he shoots him right there.
Yep.
And the third movie is about him being disavowed.
Hunted, yeah.
And hunted. And then in the end, he just gets hunted. That's the whole movie. He's just hunted. Figures out.
Wait.
He goes to the elder. He sees Halle Berry. He goes to the elder. And the elder's like, yeah, I'll give you clemency if you can do this thing. I don't even remember. Or you got to kill the guy who's at the Continental or whatever. You got to kill that dude.
Right.
And then he cuts his finger off for whatever reason. Goes back. Doesn't kill that dude because he can't. They both revolt. And then the guy kills John Wick and he falls off the roof, but he's actually gone. And
So
then,
the end of the third one is when he falls off the roof?
yes. And then the fourth
that's
one.
not very believable,
And
is
then
it?
the fourth one.
Oh, yeah, because he gets taken away by Morpheus.
Correct.
Morpheus is in the
is
third
like the
one.
Rat King, Pigeon Man. And
Rat
then-
King,
Yeah.
yes.
And then the
Bird King?
he's like the Balfrey,
Sure.
Balfrey. And then the fourth movie, Nosferatu shows up and is his, for some reason, he really doesn't like John Wick.
Yep.
They blow up the hotel, chase John Wick again. They have a duel. John Wick kills that guy. John Wick dies.
Yep.
Guy gets his hotel back. That's the entire plot. Okay. And there is a break between the third and the fourth where John Wick heals.
Right.
Between the third and the fourth movie.
Because the fourth one opens with him killing the guy that he met in the desert.
Correct. But it's not the same guy, it's a new guy.
It's the same guy.
No, it's a different elder.
I think it's the same
It is-
elder, just different actor.
I definitely watched it. He referred to himself as I am not the same guy, and when you kill me, another guy that's not me will also be here doing the same thing.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I don't know why he kills that guy.
All right.
Then he goes to Japan, and a bunch of people die in Japan. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
they just
that
exist.
Takamura guy,
Yeah, I'm pretty
yeah.
sure they just die because they want to do sword fights, which is sick.
Did I say Takamura? Isn't that the character in Cyberpunk?
That is, but they're the same person.
But that's the prime.
It's the guy from
casting for that
Shogun
guy,
whose name is
right.
not Takamura, but let's just say it is.
Yeah,
we
sure.
all know who it is. It's Takamura. And here's the most unrealistic part. It's not that timeline.
Okay.
It is the fact that there are 7 billion assassins in the world.
Yeah.
And they're all within a 20-meter radius of John Wick at all times, listening to a radio
Yep.
or listening to a cell phone or whatever. Everyone is on, like
Text messages, radio.
yeah,
Yep.
as soon as they introduce the whole, we've got a chalkboard with bounties on it, and
Right.
we're texting everyone, and everyone who's going to kill him is 10 feet away from him, I'm like, all right. This is not realistic.
So what I need you to do now that you've seen all these John Wick movies,
yeah,
right?
just get Anna de Armas tattooed on my arm just like you.
I don't have that, but
Okay.
Go back and rewatch the movie Constantine.
Okay, that's a really old movie. It's going to be really hard for me to watch this movie. Is it worth it?
Yeah,
You sure?
because you will see the inspiration for John Wick. Because I rewatched that not too long ago. It's the exact same movie.
Okay.
With like this underground coin dealing kind of shit.
Right.
Except it has demons in it and Satan.
It's going to be really hard for me to watch that movie because it's one of Matthew's favorite movies.
It's really good.
I've heard that I
Yeah,
watched it
it's
before.
really good.
With Matthew.
The guy the guy who says killed him with a fucking pencil.
Yeah.
He plays Satan and he does really good.
Yeah, Peter
Yeah,
Stromare.
Yeah,
he's great.
He
I
is.
love him.
That Constantine.
He's in John Wick too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
will admit,
Mm-hmm.
if Matthew thinks that's good, that's kind of sad, but it is a really good movie.
Well, Matthew just likes
Tilda
swords.
Swinton's Gabriel, man.
That
Like,
makes
come
perfect
on.
sense.
Yeah.
She looks like a
It's
Gabriel.
it's spot on.
Constantine. I need to. Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be good. Also, another movie that's really old and really underground, but also really good. Equilibrium with Christian Bale. It's supposed to be the movie that inspired The Matrix. It's got great action scenes in it. Another Matthew favorite.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
I've never seen that one, but I think
Christian Bale.
I think the vibe of that movie reminds me of when Tom Hardy played a villain in a Star Trek movie.
Tom Hardy. You mean
Yeah.
Eric Bana?
No, Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy was a bad guy in a Star Trek movie?
Look it up.
Which one?
It was not the good one.
There's been 3.
It was a darker tone one, not the remakes.
Oh, an old
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
and then
It was like a 1998, 1999 Star Trek film, and Tom Hardy was the bad guy. Maybe it might
Was
have
it
been
Picard?
early 2000s.
Was it a Picard one?
I think so.
Yeah, that's weird.
I think it was Sir Patrick Stewart.
I like the newer Star Treks. I wish they'd have more.
Eh.
What do you mean, eh?
First one's good. Second one's not bad.
Second one is excellent.
Third one's eh.
The Cumberbitch is in the second one.
Con.
Yeah, he's great.
He does, yeah. That was kind of his breakout role in America, wasn't it?
Yeah, in America. Yeah, why is he not in more things?
Cumberbum?
Yeah. Like, he did that movie.
Well, because he can't pronounce penguins correctly.
And then he did Star Trek, and then he did that Imitation Game that got a bunch of awards.
It was not a bad movie.
And then
either.
he became Doctor Strange, and he did Smaug, and then he just kind of stopped making movies.
Yeah, because he got that Marvel money, man.
He's just got enough money now. Is that what it is?
I mean, like, yeah.
Do you think that's why Harrison Ford wanted to be in Marvel? Because he is alive.
Yeah.
He lives through the movie.
Yeah.
He could be in another movie.
Dude, I'm telling you, he wanted that money, and he wanted to be in Marvel.
So
it
fat.
prints fucking money.
God.
Benedict.
Good Lord. How does she live?
Cumbersnatch.
Look at her.
So the last movies he's been in, he's in a movie this year called The Thing with Feathers.
I'm sorry, The Thing with Feathers?
The Thing with Feathers.
Okay.
He is in a Netflix, what do you call those?
Movies.
Miniseries? Yeah. Of a
Limited
show,
series?
Limited series called Eric. It's got 6 episodes.
Okay.
Eric.
Netflix. That'd be why I didn't see him.
Last year he came out with The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar and 3 more. That's, I believe, the Budapest Hotel.
Oh, John Anthony Anderson, Tom Anderson, Wes Anderson. You
fucking nailed it, son.
That's his name.
He was in a movie. It was a TV short called Mog's Christmas in 2023.
So he's got Marvel money.
In 2023, he was in a movie called The Book of Clarence.
That sounds familiar.
He was in another short called Poison. I believe that's also Wes Anderson.
Why is he in so many shorts?
That's a Wes Anderson thing. In 2023, he was in a movie called The End We Start From. The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar. That's another Wes Anderson. So wait, he's in 2 of them? The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar and 3 more. Yeah, they came out with another short.
Okay.
Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, Spider-Man No Way Home, 2021, The Electrical Life of Lois Wan.
So he's just got Doctor Strange money, and now he just does whatever he wants.
Now he just does whatever he wants with people who wear whatever he wants. Okay. Anna, frig off, cat.
She's loving life.
No, her ass is in your face.
I love asses in my face. I'm fine with that, dude.
Can we take a break? I gotta pee.
I mean, we could just end.
Nah.
It's 9:30.
Shut up. I gotta pee. Let's take a break. Even if we come back for 5 minutes, it's worth it.
Just leave.
Okay.
Just pee.
Yeah, you don't got clips either, do you?
Well, I do. I can play clips. It's just like, I feel like a 10-minute break for 5 minutes left of the show. I mean, it's 9:30. We've been live for 2 hours. How much more do people need?
I still got a beer to drink, son.
Well, you better get to hurrying.
No, I don't. I'm on my last one.
He just leaves and his phone's down here. I wish I knew his password. You know, like that thing in movies where they're like, oh, your person's dying. You need to type their phone password in to save them. What's some things you know about them? And then you just like intuit their passwords. I don't think that's a real thing. I don't think people can actually do that. I think that if I had a gun to my head, I could not guess Colby's password. There's too many. And I think he's a 4-number person, too. I don't think he has the 6 numbers. I think he does 4, and I don't think I would know his password. Like, if I had to get into his ATM, because I bet his PIN number is the same as his password, I bet I couldn't do it. I don't think I could do it. Fat Man just came downstairs as well, the second cat, and I just hear Kira upstairs sad because all of the cats are down here, and she's stuck upstairs. Just stuck. Unable to come down. Is it killing you, Kira? Kira, you dying? I hear you being sad, Kira. I'm sure every time I say her name, it's just like twisting a knife. What do you mean he's peeing? Yeah, that's what he said. He said he was peeing. You mean like it's a heavy stream? An aggressive, strong stream? I mean, of course it is. That was a yawn. Oh my God, Anna. Your whole face opened up. That was incredible. The size of the cat that is on the table in front of me right now. The camera, they say the camera adds 10 pounds. The camera subtracts 50 pounds from Anna. It is incredible. I need to... Let me just take a picture of her real quick. It needs to be seen. That is a chunky cat. Why do you disturb her slumber? Why you disturb her? I don't know. Now she's gone. She was gone.
You just gotta assert your dominance, man.
I just bet $25 on the window, and you won 180. Hell yeah, Plotado. That's sick, dude. Yeah.
We still gotta talk about Captain America. We're getting sidetracked.
There's nothing left to talk about.
There's stuff to talk about.
Like what? You thought it was mid. I thought it was good. We both have a reservation, which the villain was a bigger part of the movie.
Okay.
Harrison Ford did great.
No. Because we gotta talk about stuff.
Okay.
The fucking huge ass head sticking out of the ocean.
Yeah, that's cool, right? Did they finally acknowledge it?
Finally acknowledging it?
Barely acknowledged it.
It's just an island of a head and everyone's just cool with that?
I mean, well, they're not cool with it. They're fighting over it.
See, this is my point about why that they need to stop doing this fast-paced, small thing. I want to know the world. I want to know the world so bad.
I do agree with
I
that.
need to know more of what happened during the blip. I want to know more of what happened after the blip.
Yep.
I want to know about what the fuck is going on in the world with this giant fucking celestial. Like, are there new religions formed? Like, is Christianity dead? Like, what the fuck?
Great question.
I want to know, man.
Great questions.
These are all great starting points for a fucking plot. Yet they were like,
But how are you gonna make no one's gonna make a 2-hour-long movie about their celestials, so Jesus probably doesn't exist. Let's make a movie about that.
I want something. Yeah, that's kind of the point. That's what. Well, all right.
Well, some of the TV shows kind of answer some of that stuff.
Not a great example.
Yeah.
Not a great example. But they did kind of do that in Falcon and the Winter Soldier with the Flag Smashers. Of like, they were. It was cultish.
You have to watch everything to get some taste, but the Tiamat statue has been grossly neglected.
Ignored. Yeah. It was in a news clip.
It
on
was
the TV.
on the side of a website as She-Hulk was scrolling.
Okay.
Very. Yeah, barely in it. But, yeah, things like the Flag Smashers technically are, they talk about it. You see Yelena in Hawkeye blip completely away. The whole room changes, and then she's back. That's really cool. That was a cool scene.
Yeah, they did that in WandaVision 2 with the chick, or was that the Marvels? With the
the black lady.
Yeah,
the other
girl,
Marvel.
the girl that goes to the X-Men verse.
Yeah, they did it with her too. Yep. Yeah.
They did it in. Was it?
They acknowledged it in
was
Captain
No Way
America,
Home, or it was Far From Home, right? That's when Spider-Man comes back.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, he comes back
they
in
acknowledge
Infinity,
it in that
in
too.
Endgame, but
it's all a joke, man. It's all like little bits of things, and I want to just know. Like a plot line of the world.
What you want is an extended universe like Star Wars has. You want to go buy the Marvel Visual Dictionary and learn little bits of lore.
Kinda. That would be cool.
Yeah. They don't have that anymore.
Yeah, it's so sad.
It's because people have TikTok attention spans. Like, my argument, I'm serious. Now, I know that I am an MCU stan. I understand that I'm biased towards the MCU. Okay, I understand. I have not seen a bad MCU movie.
What?
Okay? I understand.
What?
The Eternals was close to that. It was
close to bad, or
it
close
was
to
slow-paced, story-driven, almost no action.
Right.
And people thought it was boring.
Well, not boring, just bad.
No, it was good though. People just thought it was boring.
It came out after Endgame.
Correct.
Where were they during Endgame? You're telling me you have Superman, basically, and Rob Stark.
They're not allowed to interfere. They cover that in the show.
So what were they doing? Just chilling?
Just living their lives until they got orders.
Would they have gotten blipped? Are they humans? Are they a race? Or
they could be blipped. I don't think any of them are, but yeah.
That's dumb.
Well, because the Celestials stand above Thanos.
Well, regardless.
Above the Infinity Stones.
Fuck. I had another
Same
thing I wanted to bring up. Oh, yeah. Okay. What's the Animanium going to do?
We don't know. But this is, I mean, they barely introduced it. Like, the only things they said about Adam, that's why this movie, like, this discussion isn't that spoilery. Because it does have a lot of setup. It feels like they tied up the loose ends from the Hulk. They finally talked about Brain Guy.
Yeah.
They finally talk about Betty. They give Thunderbolt Ross his ending so they can move on from it. They introduced the new Cap. They introduced Adamantium. They set up the island. But that's basically the movie.
Yeah, it is.
And there's a tiny little bit of plot in there to make it have some motion.
But it is a setup.
But it's mostly a setup movie. That's literally it.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait clearly for the movie. But like,
and I do
nothing
think you're right.
from the trailer of
Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt. Yeah, that's just a complete side story.
Agreed. I think, and Fantastic Four probably won't matter either.
No, I think that's going to lead up because I think that's what the spoiler at the end is.
What do you mean? Where the guy's teasing the multiverse. We all know. Well, Captain America doesn't know about the multiverse, but we do.
Does he not?
No, why would he? No one knows about the multiverse except Doctor Strange. And probably Spider-Man.
Wouldn't he be like, hey, guys, my team of people?
No, Doctor Strange doesn't care.
He's not an Avenger?
Well, he is, but he doesn't care. He's focused on other things. He's not texting his bros being like, yo, multiverse exists, thought you ought to know. Like, that's not a thing he's doing. He's not doing that. He don't care. Spider-Man and him are probably the only people that know about the multiverse.
Because No Way Home is the only one so far that multiverses have crossed over here. Like, Doctor Strange has gone there.
Correct.
But nothing's crossed over here except in No Way Home.
Correct. Well, technically, in the original Doctor Strange, Dormammu's dimension came into ours, but they reversed time and got rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't actually happen. So Wong knows, but Wong's a Sorcerer Supreme, so of course he knows.
Right, and that's also not the same thing as like an alternate version of
a parallel
world.
universe to ours with some diverging events.
So do we think...
Deadpool probably knows.
Fucking Deadpool.
Deadpool probably knows.
I forgot
Which means
that was
Wolverine
an actual
knows.
Marvel movie.
Because Wolverine lives at the end of that movie, right? Because they're all at the table eating dinner.
Was there any MCU characters in...
Besides TVA characters? No. Not really.
It's the one black lady from Loki. That's the only one that's been in Marvel shit.
Correct. And theoretically, the entire TVA is in Marvel shit. But yes, she's the only named character who crossed over. Correct.
That's wild.
Yeah. He wanted to be a Fox thing.
I get it, but also like... So that's just not what it was. It wasn't meant for an introduction of the Fox characters into this universe. It was just more of an homage.
He used the TVA as a method to bring Fox characters into his movie while still remaining in the MCU.
Okay.
That was
so it was like a final hurrah for the Fox and his movies as they are.
Because I doubt Deadpool is going to show up again.
I would hope not.
I mean, people love Deadpool.
I don't.
But... I don't know.
I'm over the shtick. That one was a little too much for me.
I've been over the shtick for a long time. I've been over Ryan Reynolds. And the problem is Deadpool is just Ryan Reynolds. Yeah. If someone else wrote the movie, I think I'd be okay with it. But, because I do think he's a good Deadpool, all his jokes are just kind of like...
Well, and even then, like, you can't have him in, like, a Avengers.
Well, you could.
If you made it rated R.
Yeah. You just have to rein him in. A good writer could do it.
Yeah.
A good writer could do it.
That's fair.
I do think a good writer could.
Because I think the MCU as a whole could do with a little bit more of that.
Right.
With a little bit more adultness.
Edge. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
But they're not going to do that because kid.
They're more likely to do it than Star Wars.
You think?
I think so. But
doesn't make sense to me. Because, like, Aaron grew up with the MCU. He didn't grow up with Star Wars.
Correct.
So why are they doing the kid shit for Star Wars?
Because Aaron's 20. MCU? The Hulk came out in 2008. That's why. Literally the villain from this movie, last appearance in the MCU was in 2008.
That's fucking crazy.
Like, even the Abomination was in She-Hulk.
Yeah.
So he had at least a...
It's kind of wild that he wasn't in this one, too.
Correct.
A little bit. Think about it.
Because I heard Mari lean over to you and go, who's the Abomination? Because she hasn't watched She-Hulk and she didn't watch The Incredible Hulk because you failed her in your trip through the MCU.
Yeah, you didn't need to watch that. Well, clearly you did because of this movie, but...
Well, I mean, they basically explained everything that happened in this movie. But yeah, like the whole destruction of Harlem is a big pivotal thing for Thunderbolt Ross in this movie.
Right.
That's why he lost his daughter, because that happens in The Incredible Hulk. She's like, Daddy, don't go after him. And she's like, heck you, daughter, I'm going after him. And then, but that happened in 2008. That's wild.
The Ed Norton Hulk was also not good.
He was fine. It was a different vibe than Ruffalo. I do like Ruffalo's better, but Ed Norton's was fine. I think Ed Norton as a person is a douche, but as an actor, he's great. He's not like Ryan Reynolds, where he's a bad actor and a bad person.
Yeah.
So I'm tired of him. Ed Norton, at least in his movies, you can tell he's great.
Yeah, fair.
He's an actor.
Yeah.
But my theory for Fantastic Four. All right, you ready for this? Strap in, because I'm going to be right.
Strapped and locked, dude. You ready to get pegged?
Fantastic Four happens in another Marvel universe. It's not in, for the sake of simplicity, our universe.
616, yeah.
Yeah, it's not in ours. It's in theirs. Galactus shows up, destroys the place. Reed, Mr. Fantastic, figures out a way to save them using the multiverse. They end up in our universe.
And by them, you mean only the Fantastic Four?
Yes, because everyone else is killed by the Galactus. Maybe Doom. Doom could easily also escape.
Right.
Because they were friends, right? Doom and Reed. So they could be friends. They all escape, and then he realizes...
in the Fox movies they were. I don't
Correct.
know if they are
That's
in the
all my
cartoon
reference.
or
I
in
don't know about the
comics or
whole...
not.
Yeah, I don't know about the comics. But, like, he could go... He could be like, wow, the multiverse thing, get obsessed with it, become Doctor Doom. Like, that could be a thing.
Right.
But they come to ours, and that saves... It shows Galactus as a threat, which they did with Thanos 20 years before Thanos shows up. They're like, Thanos, like, oh man, he big dog.
Right.
So it shows Galactus as a threat, what his powers are, but it negates him from actually winning and being stuck in one movie. And so he can be the threat for 20 years from now in the next phase, or the next triple phases of the MCU.
Yeah.
And then they can focus on Doom and the multiverse, close out all that horse shit, get rid of the multiverse in the Avengers movies, and then start moving. And then the Silver Surfer is going to show up at some point, in like phase 20, phase 15.
Because Galactus was the bad guy in the Fantastic Four Silver Surfer movie, right?
Correct. Because the Silver Surfer is his omen.
It was just a smoke cloud in that movie.
I honestly barely remember.
I'm pretty sure it was just a smoke cloud, not a giant purple dude.
Yeah. But
It was
Galactus is
purple,
like,
but-
he a big dog. Like,
What's the question, Maury?
I need Colby to answer a question.
What's the question?
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
What's the question?
Let's hear it. Type. Mac and cheese or grilled cheese? This is a loaded question. You know the answer that she wants to hear.
Grilled.
Yeah, that's the right answer.
Yeah.
Grilled cheese, far superior to mac and cheese.
Yeah.
By the way, grilled mac and cheese sandwich. Oh my God, it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And does it just taste like a grilled cheese?
She's planning your Valentine's dinner right now, isn't she?
Oh, I don't know.
I bet she is. She's like,
I think she's trying to make food now. I think that's.
What do you mean? It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
By the way, did you know it's 10 o'clock? It's 11 p.m. for Plot in the Sunshine.
We haven't eaten since.
I ate at the theater.
We haven't eaten since 2:30 or 3.
You should have eaten at the theater.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Hot dog was great.
All right. Well, yeah.
Anything else for Captain America?
It's fine.
Final thoughts.
I would not waste money seeing it in the theater. I would wait until it's on streaming.
The CGI for Red Hulk looked awesome.
Yeah.
It did look really good.
The Hulk looked pretty good. Everything else was kind of bleh. I did like the action scenes were all right.
What about Sidewinder?
I think the Sidewinder,
it felt like he didn't need to be in the movie.
Felt like a CW villain to me.
He just
He's
didn't.
just like he did what he was supposed to do when he was supposed to do it.
Yeah.
He was supposed to attack Captain America. He did. He was supposed to help Captain America. He did.
I don't know, man.
Like literally, this is some of the dialogue ripped from the movie. Okay. Captain America goes to this guy that he captured, bad guy, and he's like, hey, I need information. He's like, oh, well, I want a reduced sentence. He was like, we'll talk about it. Let me know what you got. And then he lays out the entirety of what he needs to know.
Well, that's how that works.
He needs to, he lays it all out. And then Cap's like, all right. And then he starts walking away, and he's like, all right, I hope you don't break out of that prison. And he's like, oh, I will break out of that prison. And when I do, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, that part was a little lame.
It was cringy as fuck.
Yeah, I agree that part.
It was like a dumb villain shit. That's not a real person. That's a fake character for a fake story.
Is that guy ever
just to be bad?
Is that guy ever gonna play a non-bad guy?
He did. I can't remember the movie's name right now. Fuck. It was the third movie in the Pearl series, the X horror movie.
Oh, I didn't
Pearl,
watch those.
And then it was
Maxine.
Maxine, yes. In Maxine, he played a Hollywood agent that
Okay.
got her things to do.
Things, huh?
Yep.
What things? Men?
No, just like roles.
Boobs out?
I can't remember.
You know,
But he was not the bad guy.
Chat, I'm going to bring this up because it's the end of the show. Okay. Because I shouldn't bring this up. It's only going to get us canceled.
Okay.
There is a small mouse-like woman in this movie who is a Black Widow.
That's right.
And I need you guys to watch this movie. And no matter what we're talking about during our next shows, between now and the year 2077, if you watch this movie, I want you to immediately, when you pull up our channel, I don't care if we're breaking global news, I want you to tell me your opinion on this mouse woman. Because literally, it took me out of the movie every time she was on the screen.
She was really short.
She was like 12.
It threw off the entire framing of every scene she was in.
It was weird.
Because she is just really, really pushing on dwarfism short.
Yeah, it's like she's concerning looking because you're like, is she a dwarf?
Mm-hmm.
Or is she just short? And I hesitate to do any type of body shaming because look at me. I get it.
Right.
I get it. But at the same time, we're supposed to believe she's in the same room as Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson, doing the same things that Scarlett Johansson's doing.
Like, I'm not talking.
She looks like she should be in a chef's hat.
I feel like the average range of humans is like from 5 to like 6.5.
Yeah.
That would be the average range of basically everyone.
I would say anyone between 5 and 6 is pretty normal.
Yeah. This woman's like 4.
Yeah.
Even.
And she's strange. And I hate to say it because it sounds mean.
Well, yeah.
But
I
it's
mean,
not
it's
bad.
like-
It's not a bad thing. It's just
I would definitely
odd.
say that it's not your conventional beauty. It's not that she's ugly.
And I have no
but
problem with her being in the movie.
Definitely different.
But it's certainly distracting to see.
It was like a throw off of being like, wow, that woman is really that short.
Yeah, and she has that head on that body.
It was a little weird.
It's strange. It was strange. So when you guys watch this movie, whenever that is, just tell me your opinion. You know, I do hate short people. I was married to one, but yeah, I hate them. Hate them. You know. Okay, never mind. Let's move on. All right, the show's over. Guys,
Show's over.
Love you for watching tonight. Thank you for being here.
Wait, did I read my final ad?
No, do you want to?
Yeah. Is it the Hulk one?
No, this is you a Sidewinder. Gustavo Fring.
Oh my god.
You asked for this. I was just going to move on.
I thought. Greetings.
Now remember, I have no idea who this character is.
Right.
This is all from Wikipedia.
Greetings. It is I, Sidewinder.
It's a great voice.
Master of Menace, cunning strategist, and now an unofficial ambassador of Poggers. Why? Because even the most elite supervillains require proper hydration and focus to execute their master plans.
True.
With just one sip of the new sour grape, sour green, apple flavor, I can outthink the Avengers before they even suspect a thing. Dodge attacks at speeds that mock human reflexes. Persuade even the most stubborn henchmen to actually do their jobs. Wear a comet-accurate snake-themed suit.
I just knew he didn't wear it in the movie.
He did not. If it works for me, imagine what it could do for you. Whenever you're infiltrating a top-secret facility, battling your arch-nemesis, or just trying to survive a Tuesday.
He didn't battle an arch-nemesis in this movie.
Poggers has your back. Well, he may have created one.
I really thought he'd have a bigger role when
He
I
did
wrote
not.
this. Yeah.
Now, because I enjoy making things easy for the less gifted among us, I'll even give you a discount. Use promo code CAN'TSTOP at poggerslifestyle.com/can'tstop 14% off every order. That is can't without the apostrophe if you're dumb.
Facts.
So do you wish to remain pathetic and powerless, or will you step up, grab some poggers, and finally become something greater? Choose wisely.
If you can talk like that, why don't you just make that your normal voice?
What?
Like, if you can sound like Gustavo Fring, why would you sound like Colby ever?
That's a lot of effort.
Yeah, but you'd probably be a lot better off in life.
I don't think I would.
I disagree.
If I talked like this in normal times, people would think I'm weird.
No, they wouldn't, because they don't know you. I mean, the people that know you would think it's weird.
the whiteness of everything.
No, there's a lot of white Hispanics out there, man.
No.
A lot of Hispanics. Jacobino. That's Italian. I just made you
The
more
drunker I get, the better my vocal cords relax
how that
to
works?
where I can start doing accents without forgetting how to do accents.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that, but we'll go with it. All right, let's leave. Great,
All
you
right.
done?
Yeah, I'm good.
We got work tomorrow morning, so like, we should probably end the show and go to
I'm
bed.
not gonna exist.
What do you mean?
I'm done.
Like on the show or just
in general?
Okay, cool, man.
Just fade.
Guys,
Thanos snap me.
thanks for watching. I need to do a better job of promoting everything, but this isn't the episode to start. We'll start next week.
Yeah, we'll start.
Okay.
We'll do better. I will help.
Okay.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
I will help.
He's drunk, but he said it here.
Yeah, but you made a compelling argument earlier when I was not drunk, and I was like, all right, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. All right. I love you all. Thank you for being here. For those of you who are here that want to watch my streams, I have no idea the next time I'm going to stream.
Why?
I am so...
I watch your stream. Stream more.
I have so much work.
Stop it.
To get done. So this weekend is Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I have no one to bang.
Right.
Okay. And my son's out of town.
There's a pillow.
So I have no one to game with. Okay. I do have that Danny DeVito shaped pillow that I
can
bought
find
off
you a
Amazon.
nice sock.
I have plenty of those.
Okay.
But my son's out of town, no one to game with. No women in my life, no one to bang.
Where's he at?
He's going to Arkansas to see his grandparents. I know, what a loser. It's really funny how he goes from being like a happy-go-lucky 10, 11-year-old child. I like going to school. I like seeing my family. To 16, I don't want to go to school. I don't want to leave my home. Life is awful.
That puberty's a bitch.
Yeah, dude, it really sucks to grow up. I'm there for him. I understand.
Yeah.
I try to tell him.
You remember being a kid where it was just all fun times and no responsibility?
I don't think it's good fathering to be you need to enjoy the awfulness that is your life now, because this day is the best day of your life, because tomorrow's going to be worse, and then the next day is going to be worse than that one, and then it's just going to continually.
That is really hard to do.
Just getting worse and
to
worse.
To a teenager
worse.
in mental crisis because he doesn't understand his body.
Right. But good news is Aaron's smart. So he'll probably get a good job. And make good money and have
where
good
he could
things.
have,
Yeah, he's not like us.
No.
Where we tried to do this, but we kind of half-assed it the whole time.
This?
Yeah. We tried to do podcasts, and I was like, hey, let's not. Let's do design instead. And then we kind of did that, but then we didn't.
Well, I was also 15. That was not going to...
You were also 15.
That was not going to take off.
But now you're 30, and we could try it now, and we gave up.
We're doing it.
But yeah.
It's not the maximum effort.
Yeah.
It's still a decent amount of effort, but it's not
what was I saying?
Maximum effort.
I have lots of work.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to try to work 15-hour days starting tomorrow. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 15-hour work days. Just to pound it all out and then get back to my regular life. That's my plan right now.
To pound what all out?
All my work.
Why don't you just space that work out?
Because I've got too much of it, and if I do it all in one bout, then I can just coast for a month or so.
That's my mentality every day, is that I speed run all of my work to be able to relax.
Yeah.
But in that speed running, I go a little crazy because I try to move faster than I really can.
I'm just going to try to do a lot of drugs at night and then wake up and work and just pound caffeine. Pound movies, pound music.
Sure.
Just lock in. Because you're going to be busy getting fucked or whatever you're doing tomorrow night. Okay? Saturday, you're probably doing the same thing. All right?
Saturday, there's a fire.
What do you mean?
Just come to the fire.
Where's the fire at?
Dalton texted me earlier if we wanted to have a fire at his lot.
Well, he could have texted me, but he didn't.
Well, I'm inviting you.
No, he didn't invite me.
I will text him.
Don't do that. I need to work.
Shut up.
If he
it's
texts
gonna
me,
be late at night when
be
it's
so
dark.
Delightful. That'd be delightful. But don't do it.
I'm gonna tell him.
I'm gonna be working. If you tell him to invite me, it's not the same as an invite.
I won't tell him.
Okay. He won't invite me then.
I won't tell him.
Anyway, we're gonna get out of here. Okay?
I don't like this excuse of, I'm not invited.
I wasn't invited!
And when I invite you, you're like, I wouldn't invite
you. You can't invite me to someone else's event!
Can!
If you're having the fire, I can be invited to your fire! You can't invite me to someone else's fire!
This is how communication works!
He has my phone number!
Maybe he doesn't think, but I think.
We have a snap streak right now. Our snap streak is 63 days long. Okay? He could have. Every day. He left me out. It's all right. It's okay. I'm used to rejection. You can't make me sad anymore. I'm in the pit of hell. It's fine. It's fine. Okay? I know where I'm at. It's fine. That's why I'm working. Okay?
Good cat. Oh, shit. Oh, she moved.
Look at that cat.
Good cat. Yes,
Thank you, Platino. I know you would.
All right, let's leave.
Okay, let's leave. All right, I love you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this stupid show. We appreciate you. And we'll be back next Thursday with whatever happens this week. Who even knows what that'll be? But be happy. Ha, thanks for being here. Plotted, thank you for being here. Grimy, thanks for the resub. Appreciate you. Love you. And we'll see you all next week. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
This is the Seth and Colby Show.